He's got to start fighting. Oh, he's got his nose! He's got his nose! He's got his nose! Oh! 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 He took a bite out of that motherfucker. And then he ran away. Oh, God, they're banging into the house. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Time out, time out. Metal pole in the way. Metal pole, metal pole, metal pole. He's retreating. So he lost. Why do we have double camera angles lined up here? How long do you think that would take to heal, bro? Imagine sitting on the toilet, one of these breaks through the wall because it sounds like you want to pick a fight. Imagine being this large, this powerful, destructive. The only thing you can do, the only sound you can make sounds like you're having explosive diarrhea in the back of a snare drum. Warrior cries sound like a clogged toilet. We're watching so many animal videos right now. Hippo fight. Bro. Polar bear versus walrus. Oh, hold up. This is so cute. Wait. This is like wholesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is it, sneezing? Yeah. Yeah. It's like sniffing the dirt and it's getting it in its lungs, so it starts like coughing it up. Oh, wow. I love this. Dude, I want to do this so bad. What? South Georgia Island? Hold up, I gotta like this video. You could pay to go just chill by them on the beach and they'll walk up to you. Why is it pushing it?
Hello.
I don't know. I feel like with my luck, one of these would start humping me. Then I'd just be in my, like, you know when you're at your friend's house or some shit and they got like a dog that just starts humping your leg and you're like, it just gets so awkward. Then what do? You like push it off. You're like, stop it. Stop it. It's like a jackrabbit. One of these things gets on top of me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it off. Weighs like 1,000 pounds. Weighs like 300 maybe. Not 1,000. Oh my God, that's so cute though. I love the noises they make. Oh, there's penguins there too. You get a fucking 2-for-1. Somebody call one of the penguins over. Oh, they're attacking this guy. Nah, they're bullying his ass. They're about to take his fucking backpack. Uh-oh. This one's inching up on his leg. Oh, they got him cornered. They got him pinned. They're boxing him. He's got to get up. And he retreats.
Oh, yes, you're so beautiful. You're both so beautiful. Yes.
Oh, look at him.
Yes. Yes.
I love watching random animal videos. Oh, stop. No. All right, last animal video. Bro.
Video.
I'll never forget that.
Oh.
Oh.
Guys.
Oh, just a baby elephant, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Aww. You know what's crazy is that one's probably like just born. Like that's not like a 2-year-old elephant. Scary polar bear encounter. See, now I'm thinking all these videos are fucking fake. Oh, I've seen this. He's in one of these boxes and it tries fucking prying it open to eat him. Oh, fuck. You think it's smart enough to open the window? They got baby wipes right now. This dude might be taking a shit. This is just a bathroom view. Is it gonna break in? You see the 2 puncture wounds on its shoulder. Oh, it was fighting something. From walrus tusks. This thing fought a fucking walrus and lived. I mean, it is a polar bear. Meh. Next video. Video dating, women's edition.
Someone who's looking for me. Someone.
Wasn't video dating like the in-between between like you only being able to meet people in person and like dating apps? Like video and dating profiles, it was like MySpace era. Like video dating was a real thing where you would make a video, put it out, and then you got responses. And then maybe you would meet up with that person.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Oh, she is old.
And
nothing wrong with that. I just didn't think a woman, I didn't think a woman in the 80s that is 80 would be using a video dating site.
I live in the West End Pretend Valley. Pardon me.
Hi, I'm Jana. I'm looking...
Just holding a piece of chocolate cake. That is the largest piece of cake I think I've ever seen. Would you guys eat that much cake in one sitting? I would like to. I don't think I could. That's not like a regular... I think a third of that is a restaurant slice.
Hello, my name is Ellen. Some people call me sexy. Others say I'm sensuous.
Hi, I'm Linda. Well, you know, when I'm not using my doctor and pharmacy to troubleshoot a large healthcare computer system, I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's rap.
This feels like you're getting baited into getting a car where they're gonna fucking chloroform you and then you're gonna wake up with one kidney in a bathtub in a motel. What is this woman saying? This seems so unreal.
You know, when I'm not using my doctor and pharmacy to troubleshoot a large healthcare computer system, I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's Rapture of Love.
I guess you could say I'm an Oreo cookie freak. I have an Oreo cookie jar, Oreo salt and pepper shakers. I like to collect anything with an Oreo on it. And I love to eat double stuffed ones. They're the best.
Bette Midler. I laugh hysterically at Bette Midler.
These are the worst fucking videos. What are they telling them to say on this fucking video? They go to this place to film a video so they could find dating matches, but are they like, tell me about yourself?
I have 2 cats.
Okay.
And I don't know how to ride a horse. And my goal in life is to have my own religion.
I was a fly.
What, like Charles Manson? What do you want to fucking start a cult? What do you mean you want your own religion? That took a dark turn pretty quickly.
Canoeing. I'm looking for a romanticist. Spend time at the fireplace.
Someone that's clean. Be clean, you know? I keep my car very clean, and I expect a man to do the same.
And I also like very meaty men. One who is charming, personable, doesn't smoke in my face.
I am looking for a passionate yet permanent romance.
Why does she have yellow gloves on? Stop.
Face.
I am looking for a passionate yet permanent romance within the guidelines of safe dating practices.
What the fuck does that mean? What? Dude, that woman's scary. What the? Who was seeing that and going, yeah, I need to go on a date with her?
Go now, but keep in touch, okay? Bye. That's it.
Oh my God, this really is like just, is this actually just pulled from video dating? Home SF Valley code. What is that? Code. RO 112F, religion Jewish, high school education, 27.54, 120 pounds. I feel like the guys' ones are going to be so much worse.
Oh, hello. Hello. Hello.
Thought I told you never to call me here.
Some of the things
Why are they being so weird on camera? Just fucking talk.
I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
This is a very exciting
That's a hobby of yours, is cuddling?
time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking
What?
This is a very exciting time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
Oh, wow, how cool. That's so interesting. A claims adjustment business?
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking for is one that's really attractive to me.
I like an attractive woman.
Yeah, I'm just looking for like a hot girl, you know, nothing too crazy.
Someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
I have a very strong sense of humor. I've read recently that everyone thinks they've got one, but my friends do agree that I do. Might not appear.
Lame-ass comment. Lame-ass comment. Worst one of the day. Worst one of the day, bro. Yeah, everybody says I'm pretty funny.
Might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
Kind of your typical research mathematician, I guess.
Walking down the street or just going out for letting me take pictures of her with my camera.
He's somebody that maybe even gets rough once in a while, you know, and
I mean, yo, you're on the wrong, yo, this guy needs to, bro, he's not even like pitching dating, bro. He's just trying, like, this man is like the launching point for Tinder.
extremely high verbal skills.
Co-ed bubble bath sounds like a real fun idea I want to try out.
And whoever's ever with me has to like to do it too, or they're going to go nuts because I'll drive you nuts.
I seek a person who is childlike.
somebody that'll embarrass you by ordering too much food, or, you know, somebody like that.
I'm a nice fellow. I don't know.
I'm particularly attracted to black women and women of different races. So if you like me, give me a call.
Hey, yo, you know, he's shooting straight. He's going, hey, you know, I'm in for the game right now. Let's get it going. This guy, you know, he's pitching, he's shooting it straight. He's shooting it straight. Yeah, hit me up.
Basically, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
We didn't even hear what that guy's looking for. Wearing overalls, Glenn, South Bay, bachelors of science, no religion, 6'1", 39, 180 pounds. Looking for somebody 25 to 35. Maximum distance 40 miles. Interest: skiing, jogging, travel, and film. No children. This seems like a jazzercise like song. Oh my god, I want to see more of this. Found footage fest. Oh, this is like all just like old videos. Dude, I gotta sub to this channel. Championships of VHS. These, what do they just find, like random shit? All right, we'll watch one more. One more. New Age Miracles Factor Fraud. Welcome back. Tonight we're going to be investigating a few people that have claiming that they've witnessed or experienced miracles. A lot more stern than I thought he'd be.
I've enlisted our friend Charles' able assistance in this portion of our presentation for reasons which will soon become obvious. Charles?
Yo, what the fuck is this? They're gonna hit him with a sledgehammer? Oh, is he doing miracles? Is he like a miracle man? Do it. It's gonna be a fake cinder block. Didn't hurt at all.
Now place it inside the plastic bag.
Oh, it's a little magic trick here.
Now break the bulb. Excellent. Now reach inside and choose a piece and hand it to me.
Is he gonna eat it?
Thank you. You may return to your seat.
He's gonna eat it. Yup. It's sugar glass. I feel like that's so obvious. That's also not a miracle. This is also not a miracle. This is not a miracle. Yo, hey, if that even if that wasn't sugar glass, I'd be like, okay, you ate a piece of a light bulb glass. Yo, like, you know, all right, enough chews, probably not gonna kill you, but it's bad. Dude, I feel like I'm watching interdimensional cable.
Fire, one of the most powerful and destructive forces of nature.
Rolled up the jeans.
Oh, that's impressive, as you said earlier.
If I can direct your attention to the demonstration area, I'll give you a first-hand look.
Are these real shows? Like, I don't even know what I'm watching right now. This is what is this from? What is this from? This is a fucking, like, this video is intended for educational purposes about New Age ploys to lure them into satanic cults. What? He walks us through highly entertaining worlds of New Age parlor tricks. Oh, so he's openly saying they're fake. Who the fuck's getting lured into a cult by watching somebody eat a piece of a light bulb and being like, you're telling me you're God? Prove it. Eat a piece of this light bulb. Dude, we watched a video about this where they pull out like fake blood and then it makes them believe that they've been healed. Yeah. And they think that they've been healed. That actually is a cult tactic. Psychic surgery actually has gotten people killed.
The next time you or someone you know is approached by a member of a New Age group, remember what you have seen here today.
I loved that. Loved that. We gotta watch more of those videos another day. That was fun. All right. Count me down 30 seconds. Horror quiz. Would you survive the night? We did the zombie survival quiz a few months ago. Crystal makes some pretty fucking fire survival quizzes where, you know, it's in depth. There's like 20 questions and there's right and wrong answers. Some are kind of right. Some are really wrong. I mean, it says horror quiz. The one we did with the zombies, like some of the questions I thought I was right and then she said I was wrong. But horror quiz, I think if I had to survive the night in like a haunted house, I'm for sure fine. But I don't know what they mean horror quiz. Like, am I running from a serial killer? Am I like, you know, in some sort of fucking Stranger Things situation?
This is a survival quiz. You're alone in a foreign place. The locals whisper.
Would never be in that situation. Already. The locals whisper about something in the hills. All right, well.
About something in the hills. Something old. They say it drinks blood. You don't believe them. Not exactly.
I'm definitely not believing them, bro. What? If I'm in a foreign country and the locals start chirping to me about how, like, in the hills, there's some fucking Dracula, like, level creature, I'm going, okay, pal.
But tonight something's wrong. This is a logic test. A psychological test. The questions start off easy, but they get harder. And each answer could be your last. For each question, you get 4 options to pick from. And after each question, I'll tell you the right answer. And I'll also tell you why the others would have been the last thing you ever did. Keep track of your score. And in the end...
So if I get one wrong, I die? What? If I get one wrong, I die.
And I'll tell you if you would have survived the night. So without further ado, let's begin. You're in a tiny town somewhere in the Balkans. You booked it on impulse. The town is barely marked on maps. The local currency is something you've never held. And the bartender in this pub doesn't speak much English, but he keeps refilling your glass. It's late. The pub smells like wood smoke and dried herbs. There's a fire burning.
I'm loving the vibe thus far. Nobody speaks the language that I speak. I'm alone at the pub, and the bartender just makes like a bro eye contact with me and just fills my drink every time. So I'm a little drunk, okay? 4 or 5, maybe 6 beer in. I'm in Europe, right? Or the Balkans. Balkans, what country is the Balkans in? If I'm in the Balkans, I'm in like Albania. All right. I'm in like Albania, Romania, Serbia. I don't speak the language of the locals, and I'm kind of drunk. They're probably drinking like 6% beer, you know.
They're still at the back table. They keep glancing at you. One of them finally leans over and says something that sounds like, "You shouldn't walk back alone. Not tonight."
I'm not thinking that's supernatural. I'm thinking that motherfucker's letting me know that I'm about to get mugged on my walk back, okay? If I am drunk at a bar alone in Romania or Albania or Turkey or wherever the fuck I am, and a local leans in and goes, "You shouldn't walk home tonight alone. It's not safe." I'd go, "Oh, so I'm going to get murdered by a human. Like a person's going to hurt me."
You ask him what he means. He gestures to the window and says one word in broken English. Nosferatu.
Vampires, brother. I'm going, "Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that." And then I'm walking home.
The table behind him laughs. How do you respond? Option A, laugh with them. Maybe it's a local joke. Option B, ask if something happened recently. Option C, say, "I don't believe in that stuff." Or option D, say nothing and finish your drink.
Damn, dude. This is a life or death scenario here. If I get it wrong, what do they just shoot me? I fucking ask if something happened recently. "Oh, you're an idiot." They kill me. B, I'm not asking if something happened recently. I would probably say, "What do you mean?" C, I don't believe in that stuff. Nah, I'm going D. Saying nothing.
So the correct answer here is option B, ask if something happened recently. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're not dismissing him. You're gathering information without feeding the myth or challenging it. And survival often starts with listening, especially when you're the foreigner without any cultural context here. Option A, laughing with the crowd, is not the best answer here because it alienates the speaker. They might shut down or play it off and you've lost a source. Option C, saying you don't believe in that stuff, draws a firm line in the sand, and you've now made it personal. If they were
I'm drawing that firm line in the fucking sand. Yo, okay, if I'm in a foreign country, I'd probably pan into it a little bit. I'd be like, "What do you mean Nosferatu?"
trying to warn you, they'll back off. And option D, going silent and...
Bro, that's like me being at a local bar in New Jersey and somebody being like, "The Jersey Devil's out tonight. You shouldn't walk home alone." I'd be like, "You're crazy. You're an insane person."
Information withheld now might cost you later. The man narrows his eyes. He speaks carefully, like he's trying to remember the right words. "They come if you are soft. If you say yes too easy. If you listen, you should close your ears. You ask, how do you stop them?" He looks at the candle and at the table, and then back at you. You don't, but you can delay. He lifts his hand and he pinches the flame out between 2 fingers.
Damn, this guy's kind of hard, though. This guy's kind of got aura. I feel like now I have to listen to him. He pinches the flame with both of his fingers. And he glances. He's kind of like rizzing me up while he's like warning me.
They ask you small things first. Just small. Can I come closer? Do you hear me? Will you look at me? It's not always the door.
Oh, so I'm dealing with vampires that I have to let them in.
And he leans closer. You don't say yes. You don't say no. You don't say anything at all. Someone behind him scoffs. It's one of the older men at the back table. Ignore him. This one still believes the old wives' tales. The bartender doesn't look back. He's staring at you. They came
What up? Bang.
last week. A girl was found. She was still standing when they found her. Still warm. No blood inside. Like something had hollowed her out and walked away. As you stand to leave, the bartender slides something across the bar. A small metal charm and a string. It looks handmade. Rusted. Ancient. He doesn't look at you when he speaks. Protection. What do you do?
Taking that bitch! Taking that bitch! What? He gives me a metal charm on a string and he goes, protection. I'm going, okay. And I'm wearing that.
Option A, put it on immediately.
Yup.
Option B, refuse politely. You don't believe in that stuff. Option C, take it, then ask what it's made of and what it does.
Oh, C.
Or option D, leave it on the counter and walk out without acknowledging it.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C. Take it, and then ask
Yes!
what it's made of and what it does. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're signaling respect and you're gathering information. You're neither dismissing nor blindly accepting it, and that maximizes safety and intel. Option A, blindly putting it on, is the wrong answer because you have no idea what this is, and if wearing it marks you, binds you, or even attracts the thing that you're trying to repel here. Option B, dismissing the offer out loud, is also the wrong answer because this signals ignorance and arrogance in a dangerous and unfamiliar environment. And option D, walking out without acknowledging it, is the worst of both option A and option B. You've both ignored local protection and you've potentially insulted someone who might be your only ally. You pick up the charm. It's heavier than you expected. You don't put it on.
It's made of tungsten. You pick up the charm. The string snaps. You've just got yourself in a New York City free charm scam. This guy's asking for a tip for the free jewelry he just gave you. You decline. He says, "Well, you broke my charm. Now you have to pay me for it."
Instead, you ask, "What's it made of?" The bartender pauses. He leans forward slightly, and his voice lowers.
Cow urine. Cow urine. Horse shit.
Iron from a grave fence.
Oh, iron from a grave fence.
And then he taps the string. Thread from a shroud. He looks at you for a long time.
And a little bit of puffer semen.
You don't wear it to look strong. You wear it to be overlooked. Don't let them hear you say their name. And never, never speak to them first. The candle on the bar flicks sideways, like someone walked past. But no one did. Outside, the night is colder than it should be. You check your phone. No signal.
No, not big puffer. Like a puffer fish. I don't know, maybe...
The road home is darker than you remember. One street lamp flickers ahead. Time to walk. The real quiz has officially begun. You step out into the cold. The charm is warm in your pocket. The night smells like whetstone. You've been walking for nearly 15 minutes now, uphill, away from the bar. No shops.
Well, here's where you're wrong, because I'm catching an Uber ride.
Open. No cars. No sound except for your own footsteps. Up ahead, beneath a flickering street lamp, you see a figure. They're standing still. Head tilted down, half in shadow.
I cross the street. I jaywalk across the street, and I avoid contact with him. This is not even... Regardless of whether or not Nosferatu's a thing. If I'm walking alone at night, and I see a guy standing under a street lamp at like 1 in the morning, I'm crossing the street. I'm not passing him.
Not approaching. Not retreating. Just waiting. What do you do? Option A, keep walking toward them, confidently, like you belong here. Option B, cross the street and pass at a distance without making eye contact. Option C, turn off into a narrow side path to avoid them completely. Or option D, call out. Are you okay?
B. I'm not going down a side path. That's really scary. I think B, cross the street. Still keep them in your peripherals.
So the correct answer here is option B, cross the street and pass it.
Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes.
The distance without making eye contact.
Option E, run at him manically and scare him, right? Vampire, been alive for a long time, probably never had somebody when he's trying to hunt him down go, fucking just sprint at him full speed.
Contact.
Catch him off guard.
So the reason this is the right answer here is because you're avoiding direct confrontation without showcasing your fear. You don't engage, you don't escalate, but you also don't turn your back on them. You stay in the open where you can be seen, and where they can also be seen. Option A, approaching confidently, is the wrong choice because approaching confidently is still approaching, and it assumes you understand the threat level, and you don't. Confidence won't necessarily stop a predator. It just gets you closer to their reach. Option C, ducking to a side path, is also the wrong answer because this gives up the only light source that you have, and you're trading visibility for panic here, and creating a choke point where you can't be seen or helped. Option D, calling out, is also risky because here you're establishing contact, inviting a response, and giving away your emotional state. Worst case, you're telling them that you notice them, and that you're also alone.
Copy this graph. What graph?
So you cross the street. Slow, steady, with your eyes forward. The figure doesn't move. You pass under the lamplight and glance back. Just once. And they're still there. Still watching. Not following. Not yet. But the air behind you feels full.
You know, I don't think I would be as afraid of a vampire. Like, I'm imagining this guy in, like, a top hat and, like, a trench coat. Just, like, standing, looking at the ground. Right? It would be a hell of a lot scarier if they were, like, from the Smile movie. Like, that would be the creepiest thing. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, alone at night, and you're just, like, in an alleyway, and some guy's just under a street lamp, just, like, staring at you. Like, that would be fucking mortifying.
Walking. The street narrows. You pass a door that's been left ajar. A tiny convenience shop with flickering fluorescent lights. You step inside. A woman is sweeping in the back. The figure who follows you lingers in the street opposite, watching. They don't enter the store. The woman in the back calls out in broken English.
You're American, just shoot him. I don't have silver bullets. Dick. You're an American. Just shoot him. Huh. Just take out your gun. All of you have. Right? You guys are always killing each other with them. This time, there's a reason to have one.
I finish in 10. Safe. She gestures
Silver doesn't kill vampires. Fake horror fan. It's a wooden stake to the heart. Garlic is dangerous to them. What does a silver bullet kill? That's a werewolf.
The small delivery van parked in the alley.
Buddy, I've watched almost every season of Supernatural, okay? Buddy, I've seen almost every season of Supernatural. You don't think I know? You don't think I know the lore on how to kill a vampire?
Out back. What do you do? Option A, accept. You wait inside with her until she finishes, then take the van. Option B, politely decline and continue walking towards your inn, staying on.
Oh shit! What's happening? Sorry.
She gestures towards the small delivery van parked in the alley out back. What do you do? Option A, accept. You wait inside with her until she finishes, then take the van. Option B, politely decline and continue.
The woman calls out in broken English. You take my lift? I finish in 10, safe. She gestures towards a small delivery van in the alley out back. I think I'd kill her if she pressed me, so I think I'm going to accept.
You walking towards your inn, staying on lit streets. Option C, ask if you can wait inside the shop for a few minutes, and then leave on foot once the figure is gone. Or option D, step outside the shop and try to confront the follower. See if they'll speak.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C. Ask if you can wait inside the shop for a few minutes and then leave on foot once the figure is gone. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're buying time without committing to transport. Here you're under light on neutral ground with a potential ally, and you're not putting yourself in a confined space with anyone. Option A, getting into a stranger's vehicle.
And if this old lady presses me, I put her in a full Nelson.
Gamble, especially down a dark alley. Even if she seems kind, you can't verify her intentions, or who else might be involved. Waiting inside the shop is also a gamble, but it's a lower risk one. In the van, you're in a confined space, and if it's a trap, there's no exit. Whereas the shop is still in a public-facing, visibly lit area where you can leave at any time and there are multiple exits. Option B, continuing alone, is the wrong answer because this keeps you exposed, and you're gambling that the figure outside won't escalate the moment you leave the range of potential witnesses. Option D, confrontation, is the most dangerous move here, elevating the encounter into a challenge, and you don't know who the figure is, or what they want. Speaking to something you don't—
He could just be a fucking crackhead. Like, what do we talk? I mean, we don't even know if he's a vampire yet. I just left the bar and the first guy I see under a dim lit lamp, I'm thinking is a fucking vampire. That's just like paranoia.
Understand is often how these stories end. So you linger inside the shop. The woman keeps sweeping. Slow.
The literal first guy I see. We're in Romania. Okay, I'm in Romania. I'm in Albania. I'm in the Balkans. All right. And the first guy I see after I leave the bar is just fucking standing there. And I'm like, must be Nosferatu.
And rhythmic. She doesn't speak to you, but she doesn't ask you to leave either. The figure stands outside, still watching. Minutes pass, and then, finally, they step backward into the dark. They just vanish behind a parked car. The woman stops sweeping. Go, now, she says. It won't stay gone. You thank her quietly and step out. The street is silent. You walk fast. You reach the guest house gate. You step through, and you're about to feel relief until you see it. The figure is back, 20 feet behind you, just beyond the outer lamp. Then,
bro, I'm about to just make myself like a fucking gross, like, dude, like, if a vampire's trying to kill me, I'm about to just cover myself in poop. Like, because, bro, that's, like, ruining the meal. You know what I mean? Like, this guy wants to eat me. Like, if I just, like, cover myself in feces, like, he's not gonna fucking eat me. Like, no, seriously, bro. Yeah, like, cover myself in onions and garlic and fucking poop. Make myself smell putrid, dude.
they speak, voice low,
Vomit everywhere.
like breath on glass. I'm so cold. Please, only a minute. Your charm is warm in your pocket. Across the street, a window flickers with a faint glow of the television. A cat watches from the garden wall. What do? Option A, crack the gate just.
Oh my god. Beyond the outer lamp, they speak voice low like a low breath. I'm so cold, please, only a minute. Charm is warm in your pocket. Across the street, a window flickers with a faint glow of the television. A cat watches from the garden wall.
Enough to shine your phone flashlight outside without stepping out. Option B, step inside, lock the gate, and call the host quietly. Option C, open the gate and offer to bring them a blanket. Test their reaction. Or option D, pretend you can't hear them and go straight inside without looking back.
Crack the gate just enough to shine your phone flashlight outside. That's a bad play. Step inside, lock the gate, and call the host quietly. I'm thinking, like, it's probably B or D. But you're not supposed to just, like, ignore them. Open the gate and offer to bring them a blanket. That's the worst one. D.
So the correct answer here is option B, step inside.
I said that, and then I saw my chatter say D, and I felt like that was probably the right answer. You guys suck.
Lock the gate and call the host quietly. So the reason this is the right answer is because here, this is barrier control. Don't trade your physical threshold for a moral test. The correct move here preserves your strongest defensive asset, which is the locked gate. Calling the host quietly will also record your situation and possibly produce a local authority figure, or at least flags the interaction. Option A, cracking the gate and shining the light, is the wrong answer.
What if I just start fucking screaming, dude? Like, why is that not an option? Me just be like, help! Help!
Because any opening here
Make a commotion.
Leverage. A small light leak shows that you're present and reactive, and it might also reveal your silhouette, which might leave you vulnerable. Option C, offering a blanket, is also the wrong answer, because you've just invited proximity and possibly rewarded a manipulative plea. Even if it's genuine, you have no idea whether the person is alone or if they're baiting you. And you
and it was a homeless woman. She froze to death. Well,
have to prioritize your safe option B. That's because the outcome here is identical, but option D misses the communication step. The host call matters, because it creates a record and may add someone who can vouch for you, or check outside. You're inside now. The door is locked. The hallway is dim. The air inside feels warm and too still. You listen for footsteps. You don't hear any, but the charm in your pocket is hot. You reach the stairs to your room. Then, a knock. Not at the front door, but the back one. You freeze. Then, a voice, low and calm. It's the guest house owner. We saw someone outside. Just checking that you made it in okay. It's
not responding. Yo, you know what I'm doing here? I'm locking all of the doors. I'm locking the door to the bedroom. And then I'm putting a blindfold over my eyes and shoving cotton in my ears. And then I'm falling asleep. Because it's not allowed in unless you let it in. So just fucking go to bed.
Sounds like the same voice from earlier, but quieter, slower. How do you respond? Option A, call out from the stairs. I'm okay,
no!
Thank you. Option B, say nothing. Stay out of sight and wait for a follow-up knock. Option C, walk to the back door and check the peephole. Or option D, text the host if you can get signal and ask if he sent someone.
C. Oh, wait. D.
So the correct answer is option D, text the host and verify. So the reason this is the right answer is because verification is everything. If you're unsure, don't guess. Cross-reference. Even with no bars.
All right, I don't need to know why the other ones were wrong.
Light backup, no door camera, and no sound insulation. The figure outside is silent, unnaturally so. And if you press your eye to the glass, you might be gathering intel, but you're also giving it, the thing outside, your breath, your silhouette, and also your location. And if they're already covering the peephole, then you've gained nothing, and you've also just let them know you're home and afraid. You text the host. Someone just knocked. Did you send someone to check on me?
Why don't I put like dish soap on the floor so if he comes in, he like slips and eats shit? Like I do like a Home Alone setup where, you know, I like put a mannequin up in like a window or something. You know, like, yeah, like set up like a booby trap.
There's no reply. You stay quiet. You don't call out. You don't open the door. You wait.
A banana peel. I only have one banana. I just put a banana peel in the middle of the fucking room. Well, he's got about a 5% chance of slipping on that.
5 long minutes. Finally. No one should be there. You lock the door. Move upstairs. As you reach your room, the charm around your neck suddenly pulses. A sharp heat, like it's reacting to something. Through the window, you can see a figure standing across the road. Not moving. You can't tell.
Dude, that's terrifying. Any horror game you're playing, you look at the window, there's somebody just across the road under the street lamp, just like looking.
It's the same one. What do you do? Option A, close the blinds slowly. Control what they see. Option B, keep the lights off and monitor them from the shadows. Option C, step into view just briefly and then vanish.
I'm straight up mooning that motherfucker. What? What? Bro, that motherfucker follows you, and you know he's a vampire. You just fucking straight moon his ass.
No, you're not afraid. Or option D, shift away from the window and try to track them using the reflection in the glass.
Oh shit, wait, I gotta pick an answer. Close the blinds slowly, control what they see. Yeah, mooning them's not an option. Close the blinds slowly, control what they see. Keep the lights off and monitor them for the shadows. Step into view just briefly, then vanish. Shift away from the window and try knocking your track to use the reflection of the glass. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option B, keep the lights off.
I need to know why the other ones are wrong. If I get it right, I'm just moving on.
No lights, no blinds, no speaking. You stand there in the dark, watching them watch. The figure shifts, almost imperceptibly. Then, very slowly, it turns its head. Not toward you, toward the window of the house next door, the one with the TV glow. And then, it vanishes. Charm in your neck cools slightly. Only slightly. You exhale. And then, 3 light taps on your window. You're on the 2nd floor. There's no balcony, just glass. What do? Option A, speak softly through the wall. I'm calling police. Option B, approach the window with your phone flashlight. Option C, stay exactly where you are and count 60 seconds. Or option D, throw your charm against the window to test the reaction.
Bro, I'm going, freeze! Freeze! And I'm going, and he's going to hear that noise, and he's going to go, maybe I should leave. Maybe I should leave. Refund those push-ups. Not doing channel point redemptions today. Speak softly through the wall. I'm calling the police. Approach the window with your phone flashlight. Stay exactly where you are and count to 60. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm not throwing the charm. I feel like the charm is a good thing to have on my person. It's kind of like a totem of undying in Minecraft. I think it would keep me alive in case it attacks. I don't want to speak. I don't want to approach it. I'm going to go C.
So the correct answer here is option C, stay still and count 60 seconds. So the reason this is the right answer is
well, actually, I kind of do want to know why that's the right answer.
because here, psychologically and tactically, you're in information denial mode. Do not react to lures or tests. Counting time helps you regulate your panic, it keeps your breathing slow, and it allows external movement patterns to surface. And it also tests them. How long will they wait? Option A, threatening to call the police, is the wrong answer.
Yo, but I'm, like, waiting with a vampire right now. Like, how do I know that they're not going to, like, just fucking break the window? Like, they're not allowed because it's vampire rules? Phone lights up, unknown number. You answer, calm voice says your full name first and last.
You answer. A calm voice says your full name, first and last. And then, please open the door. We need to verify you're okay. This line is being monitored. We're with police dispatch.
Cap.
What do? Option A, say, what's your badge number and station? Option B, hang up. Text your host again.
B.
Option C, say nothing. Listen for mistakes in what they say. Or option D, say, I'm not home, and pretend you're somewhere else.
B. It's B or C, but B.
So the correct answer here is option C, say nothing. Listen for mistakes in what they say. So the reason this is the right answer is because silence here is your strongest tool. They already have your name, but you don't need to give them anything else. Speaking gives away stress, alertness, and possibly your location or your accent. Option A, demanding ID, feels like the smart answer, but it's ultimately wrong because without an official callback...
Straight screaming and slapping my belly like drums. You think that would scare them away?
Number, it's meaningless. Option B, texting your host, is good, but premature. You need to assess the threat first. And option D, lying is the wrong answer because this shows panic. And once you speak, you've already revealed your voice. Silence is the strongest move here. Let them keep talking. Real dispatch.
All right, is all of this just going to revolve around silence, though? Like, when am I going to be able to, like, kill him?
Not breathing, not interference. Like a second voice. Whispering, just a half second too late. Echoing the same sentence, as if something was repeating the line, trying to copy the tone. You hang up.
No, can I pay on the first date? You know, like, let me pay, you know? Or splitting's fine. Like, it depends on the couple. You know, you arrange that with your girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever you're with, you know, you figure that the fuck out. But it's like first date and you're a guy, offer to pay.
So I would say the one...
What do gay men do? Split? Mask pays? Is that real? Is that real? No way. There's no way.
One of the biggest areas of change with etiquette is around dating. And I would say...
Any gay chatters know what happens? Like, what do you do? Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, for gay men that go on dates, why would I fucking ask ChatGPT that?
Whoever initiates.
When there's probably gay people in my chat that could just answer the question for me. I'm a lesbian. All right, well, what do lesbians do?
Initiated the date should pay.
I'm not trying to sound like a dumbass. I'm actually asking because I don't know. Like, I want to know. Like, who pays? You don't always split. There's no, and maybe it's just like you both offer to pay. Somebody just ends up paying. It's just situational.
So if I asked somebody out on a date, other than my husband being slightly alarmed that I've done that, but if I asked someone out on a date, I would pay. If they asked me out on a date, they would pay.
Oh my God, that's so, wow, that solves everything. See, this is why we watch this guy. He fucking knows everything. The person that asks the other on the date should be the one to pay. I think that makes sense in general. And it's usually the guy that asks the girl out on the date. Whoever's the one that's like, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah, no, that's valid. Because that is lame as hell if you ask somebody out on a date and then expect them to pay. That's weird. That's really weird. You go, hey, I just said that. Yeah, well, Zod, I kind of like filter out your chats mentally.
Can you split the bill? Maybe if the date had gone badly and you think there's absolutely not a hope in hell of us ever meeting again.
Date went badly, you go to the bathroom and just jump out the window and leave.
However, some people say they'd much rather split the bill even if it's the most phenomenal date and then everyone just pays, half. It's fine. As long as you talk to one another and everyone's happy with whatever arrangement, it doesn't really bother me.
What else has changed in dating?
The Georgians had a lovely idea, which I do think we could bring back, called the bundling board, which is where you were allowed to, once a couple had become engaged, they were allowed to spend the night together, but not to, see if, they were compatible in that way, but just to sort of
fucking
see, did they snore, for example. And so a wooden board, was put down the middle of the bed, and it was always in the bride-to-be's family house. The family would wait up to hear if there are any untoward noise.
Wait, what? So when they were engaged, they would sleep together to see if they hated, not sleep like fuck. They would sleep like sleep to see if they couldn't lay in bed together.
Noises going on upstairs, and you would just sort of spend the night together just to see, did they pass wind? Were they pleasant to share a bed with? And I think we all need to bring that back. Worst thing to eat while following proper etiquette.
Bro, I'm ripping ass 5 times a night. Yeah, just say fart. Yeah, passing wind. Rip ass. Are they farting? Yeah. What does Brooke say? Dude, there's sometimes where I'll eat, if I eat a lot of, broccoli or asparagus, my farts will smell so bad, and it's so funny. She'll get, really upset sometimes, but it's so funny. I'll rip ass, and it'll be a silent one. And, 10 seconds go by, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying to, keep my composure. And then randomly she'll go, oh, and then fucking get up. Oh, and then stand up. Silent but deadly. Yeah, no, the loud ones are usually normal.
Well, burgers are pretty while following proper etiquette.
Worst thing to eat while following proper etiquette: chicken wings. No, ribs. Ribs. What's the worst food to eat? Crabs. No, it's not ribs, not chicken wings, crabs. Going to a fucking, getting a bib and fucking trying to fucking, peel out the meat and dunk it in butter. Your hands are covered in shit. It's not hard. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm saying it's disgusting.
Etiquette. Well, burgers are pretty sort of messy. I mean, sort of restaurant burgers, where they are so big, you are going to have to deconstruct the burger. I know I get into a lot of controversy online for doing that. I think possibly my Esther.
Well, I'm not deconstructing a burger. If I ever see some shit where if they tell me the weight of the burger on the menu, don't order it. Don't order it. That's the Joe Bart rule of thumb. If they tell you the weight of the patty, they're about to wheel that bitch out. The bottom bun's going to be sopping wet, and it's going to be that thick of a fucking burger. Like they just took a packet of ground beef and went, and then plopped it. The fucking guy on coke in the back that's cooking that shit up mushed it, fucking just wedged it on there. You're at some diner. Fuck that.
America has been terminated, but it is better just to sort of...
That's the best. You like that? Chat, thin or thick burgers? Thin, smash burger, or not even a smash burger. Just like, I think like this thin or thinner. If the burger's that thick, like half pound, yuck. You can't make that taste good.
Construct it and cut and eat it with a knife.
Just stack multiple thin burgers. Just get 3 thin burgers.
And fork. Yes, they're delicious if that's your thing and you want to eat a burger, whether it's beef, chicken, or a veggie burger. However, it is a burger at the end of the day. And if you're trying to present a certain type of image to either the person you're on a date with, a colleague, a future employer, an ambassador, you know, whoever it is, don't order the burger. If you saw the late Queen eat a burger, all of a sudden she is not the late Queen, because the Queen does not eat burgers. I'm sure the Queen did eat a burger in private, but in public you have your public and private image, and actually sometimes you need to not necessarily order the thing that you want to. Go back the next day and have the burger when you're not around other people if you desperately want it.
What do you think the Queen's McDonald's order would have been? A secret McDonald's order?
Oh, she was anyone's for a fillet of fish. She was. She did.
Filet of fish.
Is it okay to ask for seconds? No. If it is offered, if you come to my house and there is leftover...
Who the fuck asks for seconds?
Lasagna or something, I would say, would anyone like any more? That is fine. But if you can see some lasagna on the side...
Me? I don't think I've ever asked for seconds. I don't think it's rude. Usually you're just offered. Any situation where you want seconds, it's probably like a buffet style, no? Like if you're at a family dinner, they probably have more food than you need, at least in the US. From how I understand US family dinners, there's always more food made than needed. And so you could just grab what you want. You make your own plate. Versus like dinner actually... Do you guys have dinners where you're actually served? Like where they pre-make the plate for you?
And it hasn't been
no.
offered. Unfortunately, as a guest, you can't say anything. And maybe that's because the host is thinking, good, well, that'll do my lunch tomorrow. So I don't need to offer. Or maybe there's only one portion and there are 6 guests. And actually...
Thanksgiving? That's the one holiday where you're definitely just making your own shit. What? Thanksgiving? Your family makes pre-made plates? I would hate that. I would fucking hate that. There's too many things. I don't want somebody to choose for me. You know, I want to grab 3 rolls, lot of bread. Getting a lot of bread because I'm not a big fan of the Thanksgiving meal. 2 pieces of turkey, some sweet potatoes, some mac, you know, other shit. And then you have like that one family member that's just like munching down like broccoli. Not broccoli, something vegetable-wise. Just munching it and be like, oh, could I have more of that? Yeah, by all means, buddy. You could have a whole fucking plate. Yeah, somebody want peas. Like mashed peas.
Someone's going to, well, quite a lot, 5 people could potentially get left out. So no, if it's not offered, don't ask for it. Do you break the rules when you're alone?
Don't care.
Leave a word.
You're trying to... Boring doesn't quite know. Where a little bit of was a fun. Swear. Is it ever okay to fucking swear? No, it fucking isn't. Let's be honest.
I'm cursing in casual conversation. At a dinner. At any dinner. The only time I will refrain from cursing is like when in class. Like when I was in college or high school, like I wouldn't curse. Not around my grandparents. I'm cursing. I'm cursing around the grandparents. Don't care. I curse in college. It depends on the professor. You know, most professors don't care. But you would curse in casual conversation in college. You're not like asking the teacher a question and be like, what do you think about this fucking thing? No, you just have a regular ass conversation curse. But like, that's different.
Yes.
I don't around my family. I mean, I don't know. Maybe certain family members I wouldn't curse around. But I don't know, man. I'm like 23 now. I'm like, if I'm really in a situation where I'm not allowed to curse, bro, that's like lame as hell.
People swear.
That's lame as hell.
I think if you swear all the time, again, it loses its currency.
Your mom? Yeah. What am I, 5? Yo, what? You don't curse around your mom? Yo, I am even around kids. No, if I'm like in a public setting, I'm not going to be like sailor mouth, you know, just ripping curse words. But in like a casual conversation, I'd still be like, yeah, that's fucking stupid.
If you're a Gordon Ramsay and you're swearing like,
Around my mom, though, yeah, I'm cursing.
It's almost been...
Dude, I remember the first time, I keep pausing. I remember the first time I cursed out loud. I stubbed my toe outside and I bent down and I went, shit. And I looked around. It was in 3rd grade. I started casually cursing in like 4th grade, which might be early, but I was just I remember I thought it was cool too. I was in 3rd grade. I was like, every once in a while, I'd be like, fuck. Be like, that's badass.
Expected. And I think we tune it out. We don't hear it, which is unfortunate. If I swear in front of friends, they probably know that I'm probably quite irked because I don't necessarily swear an awful lot. Or if I'm
drunk,
I do swear, I'm sort of swearing for comedy effect. If you're swearing, and I'm thinking certain words, normally beginning with C, that people use a lot, and they sort of think it's funny. It's like, it's not that funny that often, to be perfectly honest. So use it sparingly. Is it more polite to be early or late? Well,
is it more polite to be early or late? Early. But I think being too early is weird. It's the vibe. Here, okay. An event early. You know? You got to be at a place of business, work, whatever, early. Your friend invites you over to their house. You know, come at 8. Don't show up at 7:50. That's weird. That's weird. I say that. If I tell you, hey, be here at 8, show up at 8:15. Don't show up at 8. That's weird. No. Seriously. Because if it's like somewhere where if you're like, hey, we're going to be going somewhere, show up a little early on time, late's rude. But if it's like you're getting invited to like a dinner at someone's house, show up on time, if not 10 minutes late. Yeah, fashionably late. Not too late, but don't show up early.
Depends on context.
I'm always early. Bro, it's so awkward. You know it is too. Have you ever been the first person to show up at a friend's house at a gathering? It sucks. It sucks. You never want to be the first guy. If you're the first, I just sit in my car, that's the move. You sit in your car while somebody else shows up and then there's more than 2 people. I think it's different. Maybe, okay, I'm just saying this is a guy thing, at least. If it's a guy hangout and there's like 8 guys, being the first guy to show up, it's like, you know, it's now we're like a duo. It's not really a hangout. You know, you want to be like 3 people more. So it's just you and him. Now you're just talking, you know. I'm sitting here acting like that's not what would regularly happen anyway.
Text. Socially, if I said to someone, come for dinner at 7:30, what I do not want is people to be early. I would much rather someone was half an hour late than fine. Not want is people to be early.
Wait.
I would to someone, come for dinner at 7:30. What I do not want is people to be early.
Yeah. Because you don't want to tell them. You tell them a time knowing they'll be like 15 minutes late, and that gives you that leeway to be like, oh, fuck, I forgot to do this. I got to get this done real quick.
I would much rather someone was half an hour late than 5 minutes early. I'm probably not ready at 7:25, but I will be ready from 7:30. For a business meeting, however, if it says it starts at 11, it means
maybe I am very proper.
Starts at 11, not you rock up at 11, go to the loo, log onto the Wi-Fi, get a tea and coffee, ready, and then sort of by about 10,
yeah, like a meeting, bro. Pull up 10 minutes early.
10 past 11, you're ready to start. So there you arrive a little bit early, ready to start at the time the meeting says. What do you do if you forget someone's name? I forget.
Never figured this one out. I'll never know. I'll never know. I just ask. No, there's a point where it's too late. You have the first day. It's like the first hour you meet somebody, you could re-ask their name. Sometimes I'm too distracted. And then it's like 8 hours hanging out with them. I don't remember their name at all.
No one calls back. You're still in the guest house. The doors are locked. No one's gotten in. You've double-checked. But something isn't right. The silence is too complete.
He's in.
You pass by the hallway mirror, and something catches your eye. You pause. In the mirror, you are there. But only faintly, like your image is half erased. And then, for a split second, there's something else. A second reflection, not mirroring your movement. You blink, and it's gone. What do you do? Option A.
Yo, any of those like horror films where they look in the mirror and there's somebody in the background, and when they turn, they're not there, and then they like look back and they're still in the mirror. They turn, they're not there. They look back and then it's right next to their face, and they turn and they're there. Oh no, I can't do that. That would be never break a mirror. Why?
Break the mirror. Option B. Use your phone camera to check the reflection again. Option C. Leave the hallway. Mirrors can lie. Or option D. Adjust the lighting to verify distortions.
All right, so there's a second reflection. So somebody's in the mirror. I kind of want to break the mirror, but that seems kind of stupid. Use your phone camera to check the reflection. I'm going to leave the hallway.
So the correct answer here is option D, adjust the lighting. So the reason this is the right answer is because optical distortions are common in dim or angled lighting, and fear warps interpretation. Before you assume supernatural influence, verify the reflection against real-world physics. Bad lighting, double-pane mirrors, or backlighting can distort even your own.
Bro, I'm not going to be that calm in this situation. A vampire's trying to fucking kill me. I'm not going to be able to be like, you know, maybe the physics, maybe the lighting of this is just skewing. You know, obviously I'm under some sort of duress right now, and that might be skewing my perceptions of whether or not there's something in the mirror. If I see a if I walk in and I turn and I see somebody in the mirror, I'm darting out. No part of me is going, maybe I should tweak the lighting angles here.
Sorry,
what the
your
fuck?
host. Finally calling back, but your pulse, it just delays it. So you adjust the lighting, and the mirror now shows your full reflection. Nothing strange, but your pulse hasn't slowed. And then, a vibration. Your phone. It's your host. Finally calling back.
Wow,
You answer.
finally.
Don't open the door, your host says quickly. No matter what you hear, it's not. The call cuts out. You barely have time to process before there's a knock. At the front door. Same voice. It's me. Sorry, phone died. Let me in? Same cadence, same tone, same man. But that's not possible. What do? Option A. Ask him what room number you're in. Option B. Ask him what you were wearing when you checked in. Option C, wait for him to say something you didn't tell him. Or option D, slide your phone under the door with a voice recorder on.
I'm not giving my phone to the fucking vampire. What idiot would pick D? Why would I slide my phone under the door? I'm giving them my phone? That's the worst possible. Nobody would pick that. Wait for him to say something you didn't tell him. C.
So the correct answer here is option A, ask what room number you're in.
What?
So the reason this is the right answer is because room number is fast, innocuous, and it's specific. Only the real host or someone who's watched you check in would know it. It's a classic confirmation test that sounds casual, but it reveals a lot of information. Option B, asking what clothes you were wearing, is not the best answer because this is a vague detail and it could easily be guessed. Option C, waiting, is also not the best option here because it puts you in a passive mode and time matters here. And option D, sliding...
Puts you in a passive mode. Every other answer was, hey, just wait. Time is silence's fucking strength. That's what every other one. It's like, oh yeah, no, being quiet's the best thing you can do.
Your phone under the door sounds clever, but
now it sucks. Now I'm asking him questions. I'm fucking. What are we playing? Jeopardy? What room number am I?
Delays action, and you need answers immediately. He gets the answer wrong. He says room 4. You're in room 7. You don't speak. You don't move. And eventually the voice stops. You back away from the door. That's when you smell it. The air inside is shifted, and there's a new scent in the guest room hallway.
And what if he got it right? What if he just got lucky? What if I go, what room number am I? He goes, 7. And I go, oh. And then that motherfucker eats me.
Wet soil. Iron. No open windows yet. You checked earlier. It wasn't here before. What do? Option A, check under the bed. Option B, check the closet. Option C, smell your charm. Or option D, open your suitcase to see if something was placed in.
Why am I smelling my charm? These all feel like bad answers. There's a putrid smell in the room. I'm either looking under the bed, looking in the closet, smelling the charm, or opening my suitcase. I'm gonna go C, smell the charm.
So the correct answer here is option B, open your closet. So the reason
Why? Why is that the right answer?
This is the right answer because in both real intrusions and folklore, closets are containment points for bodies, bags, traps, or things that don't belong. If someone has broken in, this is the most likely hiding space. And if the lore is
okay, and then I open the door and he kills me.
True, that smell of damp soil isn't just rot. Some say that vampires carry the earth with them from their homeland. Option A, checking under the bed, is the wrong answer because under the bed checks require you to lower yourself, which is dangerous unless you know it's necessary. Option C, smelling your charm, is not the right answer because the charm heats when danger's near.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I lower myself, but if I stand like 3 feet away, you gotta think, bro, somebody under a bed's in a very vulnerable position. You're like under the bed like this. Like, if I see him, he would have to crawl out from under the bed to hurt nip slip. He would have to crawl from out under the bed to hurt me.
You know this, but it doesn't speak. It doesn't tell you where or who, just that something's wrong. And option D, ripping open your suitcase, is not the best answer because this wastes time and it's not the logical origin point for the smell. The closet is empty, but the smell lingers, so you shut it. Slowly. And then something calls you back to the mirror. You glance at it once more. You see yourself again. Fully this time. Then for a blink, 2 of you. And then it's just you again. What do? Option A, cover the mirror with a towel. Option B, take a photo of it. Option C, touch the glass. Or option D, pretend it didn't happen.
Not D. There's 2 of me. I'm going to cover the mirror or take a photo. I'm going to cover the mirror. I'm not touching the glass.
So the correct answer here is option A, cover the mirror. So the reason this is the right answer is because mirrors are psychological vulnerabilities.
Yup, knew that. Next.
For a reason. It gives them invitation. And option D, ignore from outside. Slightly better. And then you hear something. Low. From outside. A growl. You look out the window. 2 dogs.
I growl back.
Are across the yard. One stares up at your window. The other is tense, ears flat. They don't bark. They don't blink. And then, both bolt into the trees. What do? Option A.
2 dogs are across the yard. One stares at the window. The other is tense and ears are flat.
Ignore it. Dogs are random. Option B. Watch where they run. Option C. Close the blinds. Or option D. Move to a room without windows.
Bro, what? This is getting so hard. She said it was going to get harder, but now I have no idea what to do. I see 2 dogs in the yard. One of them's looking at me, and the other one's tense, and then it runs into the trees. Dogs are random, ignore it. Watch where they run, close the blinds. Where they run, they're running away. That's stupid. Dogs are random, that's also stupid. Close the blinds or move to a room without windows. Move to a room without windows. D.
So the correct answer here is option B, watch where the dogs run. So the reason this is the right answer is because animals react to what we can't sense. In both real-world encounters and...
So why the fuck would I look where they're running? Would I want to look at what they're running from? Why would I go, where are they running? They're running somewhere safe. Why? I feel like I would be like, okay, well, they saw something they didn't like.
Supernatural door, dogs and cats often alert first. Their direction of escape tells you where not to go, and maybe where it is going next. Option A, ignoring...
What? Their direction of escape tells you where not to go. Wouldn't it tell you where to go? They're not running where it's going next. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Them is wrong because here you're just ignoring a warning system. Option C, closing the blinds, is denial and blindness. You know something's going on. And option D, retreating to a blind room, is also wrong because this just removes all visibility. You watch the dogs. They didn't bark. They just ran. Away from the gate. Past your house. Like they were avoiding it, or something near it. That means whatever scared them is close. It's watching. You move to the far room. Smaller. Fewer windows. Quieter. Until it isn't. A noise inside the wall. Scraping. Wet. Like something breathing through plaster. It moves an inch at a time. Closer. What do? Option A, knock back, test if it responds. Option B, turn off all lights and listen. Option C, bang hard, scare it away. Or option D, leave the room quietly and lock the door.
Bro, why can't I have an option where, like, I stab a knife through the fucking drywall? Like, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm shooting through the wall. The sound seems to move closer an inch at the time. Knock back, see if it responds. Turn off the lights. Bang hard to scare it away. Leave the room quietly. Lock the door behind you. D. Get away from it. Kind of
So the correct
segment it
answer
away
is
from
option
you.
D. Leave the room
Easy.
quietly and lock the door.
Easy. See, like, some of them are very predictable.
Banging the wall is wrong because the scrape doesn't follow. You close the door. You turn the lock. The house falls silent again. The air temperature drops. Your breath fogs. And then the charm around your neck burns once. Sharp. And then it goes cold. You turn around. There's someone in the far corner. Not moving. Knees pulled to their chest. A woman. Her hair falls across her face. You didn't see her arrive.
Dude, UFC fight. UFC fight. She's just in the room. She's just in the room. I'm going, wham! Wham! Right to the jaw, dude. When I tell you I'm killing her instantly.
She whispers, "Don't let them in. They follow the lonely ones." And then she says your name. You never told her your name. What do? Option A, ask her how she knows you. Option B, back out of the room without responding. Option C, offer her the charm. Or option D, demand she proves she's alive.
Back out of the room without responding.
So the correct answer here is option B, back out of the room without responding. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're facing an unknown person who somehow knows your name. In this setting, that's a huge alarm bell. If it's a real...
How'd she even get in the room? It's not even that she knows your name. She's just like a random woman.
Out into the hallway. The door frame is cool against your shoulder as you pass through, and you shut the door. The whisper stops. Nothing follows. Then, through the thin wood, you hear the faintest flutter, like paper folding in on itself. You risk a glance through the crack at the bottom, and there's no shadow. No feet. No one. Only carpet. And dust. And then your phone buzzes. It's an unknown number. Not international. Local area code. You answer. And the voice that answers back is yours. You have to let me in. I'm still out here. They took my place. You don't remember speaking those words. You're holding the phone. You're sure it's real. What do? Option A, hang up and turn off the phone.
A.
Option B, say, where are you, and wait for a location. Option C, put the phone on speaker and keep listening. Or option
C.
D, say, I'm not home, and pretend you're somewhere else.
No. Don't put it on speaker because then that alerts them of your location. A.
So the correct answer here is option A, hang up and turn.
Because if you put that bitch on speaker, then they're going to yap. They don't know where you are.
Turn off the phone. So the reason this is the right answer is because earlier, listening quietly was smart because you were gathering intel about an unknown
Yeah, but
person.
now they in the
But
house.
here, this isn't a stranger trying to prove your identity. This is your own voice on the line telling you things that you've never said. That's not information, that's intrusion. Every extra second risks
Yeah, knew that.
long, slow footsteps.
Shut off the phone. Screen stays black. No signal. House is silent. Too silent. Faint sound in the hallway. Slow footsteps.
The figure doesn't knock now. It scratches. Long drags of nail across the wood. The frame groans. The lock trembles. You can hear voices now. Not one, several. Whispering your name from different directions. The front, the back, even the
Yo, there's a pack of these motherfuckers coming for you. Oh, no. I thought it was one vampire.
roof. Your clock reads 5:41 a.m. Dawn is close, but not here. You have to choose. Option A, bolt through the back exit. Option B, move upstairs
I use a UV light and shine it at the vampires.
to put more barriers between you and them. Option D, confront the door, brace it with your body in the charm. Or option D, open a window upstairs and call for help.
All right, so if I reach daytime, I'm chilling. Bolt through the back exit while they're still outside. My hangover's starting to kick in a little bit. Okay, so my head's pounding a little bit. I'm thinking about Advil. Adrenaline's rushing, though. I'm a little dehydrated from the amount of drinks I've had at the bar. Slightly out of breath. I kind of have to poop. Bolt through the back exit while they're still outside. Move upstairs to put more barriers between you and them. Confront the door. Brace it with your body in the charm. Open a window upstairs and call for help. B.
So the correct answer here is option B, move upstairs and put more
Easy.
And option D, yelling for help, is them. So you climb the stairs, 2 at a time. The voices rise behind you, scraping, rattling, and then they fall silent. You bar the upper door. The first shaft of light cuts across the floorboards. When you risk a glance through the window, the street is empty. The house is silent now. No whispers, no scratching, just the groan of old beams under the first light. Your clock reads 6:02 a.m. The sky is pale blue. You step carefully to the window. The street is empty. The figure is gone. On the floor by the door, you see it. The charm, snapped cleanly in half. You survived the night. Or maybe you were let go.
Oh.
So that wraps up the last of the questions, and...
Fire, dude. We survived the night. Oh, wait, no, there's a graph to see, like, how well I did.
Anymore. If you
How
scored
many
between
did I get wrong?
7 to 10 points, and you survived, but just through the skin of your teeth. You lasted until dawn, but only because the next time you home, and when silence was permanent, you didn't hesitate.
How many did I get wrong? Like 4? 5? I was 11 to 14. I feel like I got most of them right. 6? Okay, I still didn't get 7 to 10. I survived, but something followed you home. You made enough good choices to see daylight. You missed something. A window left ajar. A word spoken with the silence safer. And now the figure knows you. Survival's temporary. No, because I'm not staying in fucking Albania or Algeria for the rest of my fucking life. I'm hopping back on that fucking Delta Airlines flight and taking the fucking 15-hour flight home, okay? And that vampire ain't getting on a goddamn airplane. I'm sure of it, okay? So I'm dipping, right? And then I'm going to deal with the Jersey Devil. Not Algeria. Albania. Sorry.
You shut every door, you killed every channel, and you gave nothing away. When dawn came, it found you whole. And for tonight, at least, you won. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you...
Sick. I love those survival quizzes. They're so fun. Fucking subbed a oddly specific crystal. The zombie one was really fun, too. All right, we'll save this actor one for another day. We'll watch this Mr. Beast video and the philosophy one, and then we'll play a little bit of games.
Wait, so everyone can find them? People in the comments are just flaming this nigga too. This guy just replied with this image. Fitting. I don't know where this nigga thought he was going with this. That's not a sneak in, that's trespassing. When being nice.
So you guys all just proved black pill. Good job.
Not cussed anything. Okay, but on TikTok you also find the higher ranking.
No. Because I think the argument for black pill is that is not just the prerequisite, but the main thing that matters. That's what I'm arguing against. I'm not arguing against their rating system. You know, if you want to rate me a 5, that's fine. You know, if I'm a fucking normie, I'm not going to be like, I'm not a fucking normie and get all fucking offended by it. It's fine. Like, the thing that, like, the points that he made about my face, I agree with, right? I just don't have an insecurity about them that I used to, right? Like, I don't fucking hyper-focus on, like, oh, my fucking forehead's fat as shit. Like, do I sometimes wish, like, my forehead wasn't as big and my cranium wasn't as wide? Maybe. But, like, I'm not gonna tweak about, I'm not gonna fucking not sleep about it, you know?
BP people having mug-offs.
Bro, like, what the fuck? This is an
That's
actual
cringe
thing.
as fuck.
A mog off, and they're getting
That's
donations
cringe, yeah.
to see who looks better. This guy's making
Is my audio good? Let me know.
like a weird rock smolder right
Yeah, the audio's fine.
now.
Yeah, this editing is truly cancer.
This guy, I feel like this guy got the mog off probably. I vote him winning.
But can we address the elephant in the room though? This BP business is kind of zesty. Really look at the facts here. Right? We have men editing other men.
Yeah, it's like full focusing on other guys' attributes and being like obsessive over how they look.
Are you guys implying there's something wrong with that?
If they look good. And I've looked at how these people act and speak.
No, but the black pill mindset is attractiveness is the main prerequisite for getting women generally, when it is outward or like perceivably, you know, obsessive over other men in like, you know, I feel like it's kind of obvious. Like, why am I trying to explain this? You're doing a black pill thing to try and get women, but a part of the black pill, you know, mindset is like constantly ranking and looking at other men's attractiveness.
Smiling like a deity because they like the way
and like comparing yourself to other men.
That he looks. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little sus to me. You know, if they're taking back shots or not, that's not really my
Okay, yo, that's sus.
concern.
I really do feel like Marlon has a very big BP community. Like, not even like he's trying to have it. It's just like, I bet Marlon
Do you feel that way?
has a lot of people that
I do feel that way. Yes. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking, Face IQ.
just like him because they find him attractive, but it's also like a lot of people that like want to look like Marlon.
I don't want to look like him. I want to look like other people.
So I say again.
But these BP people like to throw.
You should want to look like you. That's the fucking point that I'm making. You know? I think you should always be like down to improve your health and your physical attractiveness, but you shouldn't like aspire to look like somebody else. You should just aspire to look like the best version of yourself.
Around the term female gaze. The whole goal.
Yeah,
of
like you should have an authenticity.
I guess is to capture the female gaze. And they actually do have a calculated way that they measure attractiveness.
Your editing is fucking brain rot. Just talk to the camera, dude. Like, put your face. How about you put your face on camera?
Not just, oh, I think this guy looks better. And this is known as PSL. And
Bro, I don't know, man. I really feel like it's personality, bro. I have seen so many guys, girls way out of their league at bars because they're just really good at talking. And I'm not even saying flirting.
Well, let's just trust your anecdote over all the statistics then. Yeah, you know, like, let me show you a little something.
Height at a he's gonna say that women tend to match with men that are over 6 feet. Regardless of you being 5'11 and a half, the number matters more statistically. Yeah. I'm not saying anecdotally that is the case all the time. You know, I'm saying like if you go up to a woman at a bar and you're a 9 and nip slip and you're a 9 and you fucking try and flirt with her, but you're like, you know, what's up, babes? Let me get them digits. Cringe. Now a 7 walks up and sparks a conversation, you know, mentions he's charismatic, you know, he mentions something about her dress or her clothing and, you know, transitions into an actual conversation. They have, you know, some sort of spark between them, and then he kind of, you know, moves from there to a more flirtatious conversation, I guess. Does that make sense? It's like the charisma and the personality are just as much a prerequisite for landing a woman as the looks are in a physical setting, right? Like what you say to them matters. Like they're not like you're dumbing it down to like women see hot guy, they go for hot guy. Like it's more than just, you know, this guy's hot. I don't care if he's dull as shit.
Let's just trust your little Let's just ignore this, which this is millions of data points.
Yes. No, that is true. Women do filter out shorter men.
Millions of data points on one of the...
And I think that is a problem, you know. I think that does suck, you know. It's not it is unfair for shorter men. I will agree. And I think conversely it's the same thing for taller women, you know. Women over 5'9" have trouble finding men because tall men go for short girls, short guys go for short girls, tall women go for tall men. So it's like, if you're a tall woman, you are actually struggling. I would say you're struggling in the sense of not struggling in the sense of getting matches more, because men, it's harder to get matches than women, but like actual relationships, it's harder for taller women to find, you know. I disagree. Well, I'm saying if you're usually tall men go for short women, short men go for short women. So who goes for tall women? You know, I'm not saying people don't, but like in the same sense, it's two sides of the coin. And I will agree, you know, physically, like I'm not going to disagree with this point. I won't. But I think this doesn't disprove my point at a bar. You know, like if you are able to show yourself in a charismatic way, that is perceivably attractive. Now, I'm not going to disagree, and this is what does suck, and I'm not trying to be, like, rude when I say this, but, yeah, if you're, like, 5'3" and a guy, and you walk up to a girl that's 5'9", and you try and hit on her, she might not give you the light of day, you know? And that sucks, but, like, that's why you got to fucking shoot your shot for other people, you know? Like, it's not...
Top ways people meet based on height and...
It's not like just... you're not doom and gloom if you're 5'5" and a guy. Like, you could still find women, you know? It's just... Yeah, it's guys that are like 6'5" are going to have it the best.
Female users filtering the height. Let's ignore this because of what you saw at a bar. That sounds smart. Let's do that.
Holding a conversation. Like, the amount of my friend, like, I would say Brooke's out of my league, right? I would say that she's much more attractive than me. I don't think, when we started dating, I don't think I was like some savant at talking, right? But, like, I think I got lucky, right? But I do have a lot of friends.
So you have a lot of subscribers and money, remember?
That I think are very interesting people. And I wouldn't say they're ugly.
I didn't when she started dating me. I've been dating my girlfriend for over 4 years now. I wasn't even really making a salary when we started dating. Like, I was making money on social media, but, like, now I make money. But I wasn't rich when I started dating Brooke, like, by any means. Like, we started dating October of 2021. Like, I was basically just starting out. Like, I had done TikTok for, you know, about a year prior. And I started streaming for, like, you know, maybe like 9 months or so. But I hadn't really made much. I hadn't made enough money for it to be, like, lucrative. I had just started kind of, like, tuning up in terms of like an audience.
But they outwardly say
so he's trying to like insinuate that like my clout and money got me a girlfriend.
Her girlfriends are like 4 tiers higher than them attractiveness wise. And it's like, it's not because they went on the BP route and they pulled her. It's like, no, they went up, had a conversation, found common interests, right? Liked each other. And it's like, then
I understand where he's coming from, but largely I've observed a pretty high SMV correlation between men and women. Like, you'll see, okay, the man, maybe he looks worse, but oh, he's tall, he's rich, he's this, he's that. You know, it's pretty paired up when you...
No, I'm not gonna disagree that having wealth makes you more attractive. But it's not in a like gold digging sense. It's like a security sense. Like you're probably less likely to find somebody being dead broke, you know, versus having money. Like, and not even in the sense of they're using you for that money. It's like you just have a sense of financial security. And a lot of finding a mate is desirable attributes that you like. Animalistically, you find a mate for somebody that you want to have kids with. That's not the case all the time now. There's people that have been married for 50 years, never have kids, you know. But like genetically and survivability wise, like a lot of you finding a mate subconsciously is like, I like this person, I could see them raising my kids, you know. And having money is an upside. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not, right? Like, because it's you're more able to financially support children, you know. Like, if you have a kid, you could get them through college.
When you observe But
That's how they find you attractive.
you know, it's pretty paired up when you observe. But
That's how they find you attractive. Like,
Alongside PSL, they also use the term appeal. Appeal is more just people finding you attractive regardless of your PSL. Now with PSL, this is where we get shit like this. This is what you call a PSL god.
no, it's actually not. You're in fucking complete brain rot.
oh my gosh.
But PSL god wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty
Is that
theory.
a real photo? That's not a real photo. Chat, that's a real image? No. That is. That jaw structure is unreal, though. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm not judging this guy by any means either. I feel like, why is, like, I think it's just, like, the more, like, you look like a stone sculpture, the more attractive you are on a PSL scale.
It's uncanny. There's a level of facial symmetry and attractiveness that actually becomes unattractive, in my opinion. Like, if you look so symmetrical that you don't look real. Like, there are people that are so attractive that it's like, oh, that's kind of like off-putting.
When we get shit like this is what
no, you don't understand that at all.
Or PSL god, but PSL god wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty theory is being proven again. And I find this is no better time than any to really dive into the BP terminology. First word, you probably already know, it's Chad. These are people that the BP community can collectively agree, look good. So mainly like these three models. And then we have Chad Light. What am I talking about, cunt? But anyways, this is just a little lower. You wouldn't really be considered a Chad, but I don't know if you have to apply for Chad status. Is that something that they do?
No, I always thought that you can't move.
I know he's also making fun of St. Don's editing style, which is like very like brain rottish, but I think it's for attention span, and I love it, man. Like, I know it's bad for like attention span of humans, but dude, he's just like image words, soundboard, image. There's people that do it too much. I think he does it normal. Like there's people that do it more than him.
Up. Like far, right? In the BP community, well, you could like make yourself more attractive and move up, but like if you're sub 5, you're never gonna be a Chad in the BP community. But if you're like a Chad Light,
Depends on your base. It's possible.
if you got like
How? See, that's where I'm not. Now I really want to understand the BP community, because if you're a sub 5 in the BP mindset, how are you leveling up to a Chad? What? Because, oh, like if you're obese, well, like you don't have, like, so like what you're saying, like, oh, really bad haircut, terrible style, you know, you're not taking care of your skin, stuff like that.
with their haircut, maybe like they'll fucking up you. I don't know.
But if you're an unidentified attractive person, you're what's known as an unknown slayer. Like this random ass kid in the back of this video, he went viral on TikTok for a little bit. People calling him unknown slayer. Another example is this one guy. I just wanted to point it out because of this comment. Nigga said, bro is real life Marlon.
Bro, what the fuck? Who even real life Marlon? Like Marlon?
That implies Marlon's not in real life.
An anime character that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean, bro? I'm telling you, they worship this nigga Marlon like a deity. They don't even consider him real. And if you're the very
Who's they? I don't worship him.
attractiveness, you're what's known as a true Adam. And this one guy they call a true Aladdin because he's Middle Eastern. There's not really a pattern there because that's the only example
what's like the average video this guy private looks maxing school and face ratings? Oh, dude, he sells like a course. What's like his most viewed video? Ugliest facial features tier list. Your face decides who swipes right in real life. But that's like, yeah, yes, the majority of, you know, dating relationships start through online dating apps. But it's like the swipe, bro, you could ask anybody that's used dating apps, and the amount of swipes that have turned out to be duds is endless, you know? Like, you could have 100 matches. You might only go on a date with 3 of them, and 1 of them will be the person that you end up actually being, you know, the boyfriend or girlfriend to. Like, and I think that in itself is kind of showing that just because you look good doesn't mean you're going to match, you know? Doesn't mean that that person's going to mend well with you. I get it's the prerequisite. I'm more so just saying it's not everything. 4 years of looks maxing advice in 18 minutes. The ultimate 2025 food tier list. Is that for looks maxing? My full looks maxing surgery plan. Oh my God. Bro, like, I don't think he needs, you know, it's do whatever you want with your life. But it's like, I don't think this guy needs surgery. Like, I feel like he is just a good looking dude. Next video. Which country has the worst manners? Etiquette expert answers questions. We've seen this guy before talk about etiquette. It's really fascinating. If you remember, he showed how you're supposed to properly eat peas, and he stabbed them with a fork, which I thought was interesting because I always thought you would eat in peas with a spoon.
If you saw the late Queen eat a burger, all of a sudden she is not the late Queen because the Queen does not eat burgers. I'm sure the Queen did eat a burger in private.
Why does the Queen not eat burgers? Is that like a rule? Because it's like it's like commoner food.
What do you think the Queen's McDonald's order would have been?
Oh, she was...
The Queen of England probably would have gotten a fish fillet. Filet of fish, rather.
Anyone's for a fillet of fish. She was. She did. Hello, I'm William Hanson. I'm an etiquette coach, and today I'm answering questions from the Honesty Box.
It's not a pre-watch, bro. That's honestly, that's me stereotyping British people. Like, what? What would the late old Queen of England get at McDonald's? Probably a fish sandwich.
Should you tell someone if they have bad manners? This is the politeness paradox. It is technically bad manners to point out people's bad manners themselves. Makes my job one of the rudest jobs going. But
Dude, pointing out bad manners would be so lame. It depends how bad of manners somebody has. Like this, I'm pointing out. Imagine you're having a conversation with me at dinner. Yeah, so I don't know. I just kind of hold up. You just coughing into the air, something like that. That's disgusting. That's not even bad manners. That's just like you're spreading illnesses. Cough into your elbow, your shoulder. It's only okay for kids. Bro, even a kid coughing, dude, just like straight, like one of those, like, cover your fucking mouth. Like that. I would say something about that. But if it's like, oh, they have their elbows on the table or they're fucking cutting a steak wrong, I'm not saying shit.
I think it's better to lead by example rather than to actually tell them off. And if you are going to sort of correct them, it should be done in a very gentle, compassionate way.
Perfect answer. When you're done, just chuck it on the ground.
Can I place them there?
How politely can you chuck it away?
How should you hold a knife and fork? Great question.
Yo, I used to hold my fucking knives and forks like a caveman. Where's, like, an object? I used to use a fork, like, you're supposed, like, okay, if I'm cutting a steak, and then I think you're supposed to switch hands, right? Aren't you supposed to put it down and switch hands and then eat it? That's stupid as fuck. Cut it, eat. Cut it, eat. There's been times where I'm so lazy that I will cut it, stab it with the knife, eat it. But when I was a kid, I used to hold a spoon like this. Like if this was the spoon. Like I used to eat cereal and I would just hold the spoon or a fork and I would stab shit like this. Like a caveman. You've told us that already? Oh yeah, sorry, I mentioned that 2 years ago and you remember that. I can't repeat myself ever. The holidays are here. And the sports are kicking up, whether it be the NHL, the College Football Bowl, the NFL games, or anything of those sorts. Sports are bigger than ever. And what a better way to spice up the holiday games than with DraftKings Sportsbook, the sponsor of today's video. New DraftKings customers signing up with promo code JOEB can place a $5 bet and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. I'm a big parlay guy. Love a 3-pick parlay. Talk about it on stream all the time. It doesn't mean you need to be. The crown's yours. That's DraftKings slogan. You can, bet on whatever sport you want to. In whichever way you want to. That's why the crown's yours. Anyways, and if DraftKings Sportsbook isn't yet available in your state, you could still take part in DraftKings Fantasy. So sign up for DraftKings today. Link in description. Download the app. Use promo code JOEB at sign up. Place a $5 bet. And if your bet hits, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
Well, look what's in the honesty box for me already. Some very expensive looking cutlery. So conventionally, the fork was held in the left hand and the knife was held in the right hand. But this goes back to a right hand bias when you were not allowed to use your left hand.
Oh my God, do left-handed people hold it the opposite way? Anybody that's left-handed in chat, do you hold the fork with your left hand or no?
To write or to carry your knife, and that's not necessarily just a table knife, that was your sword as well. So there was very much a bias on the right hand. Today, it is if you are left-handed, all God's creatures, it's absolutely fine. They're all amongst us. You can just switch the cutlery, you still hold it in exactly the same way, and that is with your index finger going down the shaft of the fork, stopping just before the bridge, and your finger going down the shaft of the knife, stopping where the blade...
Why does this shit matter? Who's fucking watching that? Like, I'm not going to a restaurant just fucking like, ooh, the index finger's a little too far up the neck of that fork there, buddy. That's not common etiquette.
And the handle meet. So whether you're eating in a left-handed way or in a more conventional right-handed way, this is how you hold a knife and fork. And we want the handles of the cutlery tucked into the palm of your hand. We don't want them sticking out like so. And ideally, try not to hold a knife like a pen because you won't have as much control of what you're cutting. And that's when you get petit pois flying off onto your neighbour's lap. And nobody wants that. How do you say scone? Scone. Do you want any more on that?
Why do people say it's scone and think scone is posher?
I think people say scone because they think it sounds posher, like bone or cone, but no, it's scone. Although there is an argument.
Oh my God, who cares? Who cares? What is a scone? I don't even know what a scone is. Is that like a pastry? Is that some shit that people eat for breakfast? What is a scone? Scone. A scone. It's a traditional British food. This is a scone. It looks weird. It looks like a fucking cookie, but like a biscuit cookie. Okay. It has like cream cheese or some shit on it. Ew. I mean, it didn't look bad. It didn't look good, but...
They do sort of have origins at the Palace of Scone in Scotland, so there is an argument that nobody is correct, and we should say scoons. But you sound like a loon if you say that. So, no, it's scone, because once it's scone, it's gone. Why are elbows on the table rude? So, yeah, I mean, if it's a dining table, it's actually very hard to eat with your...
Nope, I disagree. I will stand on the elbows on the table being perfectly normal and good. It's casual conversation. If I'm having a conversation, I'm probably crossing my arms and I'm putting both of my elbows on the table. At a restaurant, at a fancy restaurant, I'll sit like this. I don't give a fuck. Because this isn't the 16th century. I'm pretty sure historically, the elbows on the table rule was a thing because they used to have wide tables that they would like lay on top of like pedestals or something. And if you put your elbows on the table, it would flip the table. So it was like, it wasn't even etiquette. It was just like, hey, if you put your elbows on the table, you're going to fucking knock everything off. But that's not a thing anymore. So it's like, who cares? You know? If there's no room on the table to put your elbows, all right, fine, don't put your elbows on the table. But it's like, most restaurants, you have more than enough space.
Elbows on the table. But towards the end of a meal is normally when you see people doing it, particularly if it's a dinner and they're getting a bit tired and they need a bit of support. Historically, why we don't do that is because the dining tables that we used to dine from in the medieval period were, they weren't secure tables like this. They were benches.
Hey, I know history.
With sheets of wood put on top of them. And the food was served completely differently from how it would be served now. And it was sort of put down almost like a big buffet down the middle of the table for balance and to secure it. So if you then started putting weight on another part of the table, you would tip the tables, and thus it was bad manners for you to put your elbows on the table. So,
but I wouldn't even say that's bad manners. Like, manners is like this, like, posh, like richy rich way of conducting yourself at a formal dinner. You know, how you're supposed to it's very small things you're supposed to do to impress and not upset other people at the dining table. Fuck that, right? Just don't be an asshole. Like, it's just, I feel like it's very simple.
Doesn't really have anything to...
Don't blow your nose. I blow my nose at the table sometimes. That's bad manners. Bro, but if I gotta blow my nose, that pisses me off. If I gotta blow my nose, I don't want to have to get up, go to the bathroom, blow my nose, come back. It's gross. What if I'm eating hot wings? And see that now I'm gonna fucking hold up. I'm gonna get real fucking angry about this because I've had people get mad at me that I've blown my nose at a fucking table before in my family, and I've got not mad, but they're like, you shouldn't do that. Yo, if I'm eating buffalo wings, my hands are covered in shit. My mouth is covered in shit. My nose is running because the wings have a lot of vinegar and are spicy. Sorry, let me get up and go to the bathroom. I'm already disgusting, right? I'm already covered in filth. You know, what?
To do with etiquette. It was more sort of safety of the food and ensuring that you had food. And we're now sort of 500 plus years later so ingrained that we just don't put our elbows on the table. We sort of equate it to looking bad. It does look bad, but historically it had nothing to do with looking bad. It was just to do with the food. Should you always say bless you? Well, not so much anymore.
The old predicament when somebody sneezes multiple times in a row. I've gotten to know there's a type of person that sneezes multiple times in a row. I'm a one sneeze and I'm good. Bless you. Thank you. You have a friend. Sneeze, sneeze, 4 times, sneeze. And then you say it once. Right, but it is really awkward when you're like, sneeze, bless you. They sneeze again, bless you. They sneeze again, bless you. You see him winding up for the 4th one. Don't you fucking sneeze.
Or there is an argument for not.
I can't do more than 3.
Saying it. It goes back to sort of saying, you would say bless you to someone else because in the medieval times they had the bubonic plague or might have had the bubonic plague. And so you were saying bless you as their.
Wait, that was where it started, was the bubonic plague? I knew you said bless you because it was like, oh, you might be getting sick. And getting sick in the olden times meant you were probably going to fucking die. I didn't know it was during the plague times.
A soul left their body as they were on their way to whatever comes next. Hopefully, touch wood, we're all okay now, so there's no need to say that. But I think, again, it's like the elbows on the table thing. It's a hangover.
Knocking on wood is also based in, like, spiritual origin. I know that. Like, when you knock on wood, that's based off some sort of either religion or, like, spiritual belief that, like, trees had something in them that would prevent, like, evil spirits.
So it probably is better to say bless you.
I knock on wood all the time. That's like one superstition that I say bless you when people sneeze and I knock on wood.
Sort of stare at them.
Knock on wood, question mark? Yeah. Like if you're like, the Eagles are going to win this Super Bowl, knock on wood. Like you're making a claim of something that will happen and you're confident of it, and so you don't want to jinx it, so you knock on wood. Or you're talking about something that you don't want to happen, and then you knock on wood because you don't want it to happen, you know?
As they say, nothing. There is
never heard of that in my life. What? You've never heard of knock on wood? That's like, dude, I feel like you hear that every other day. Do you live in a cave?
Societal expectation that you say bless you. Should you raise your pinky when drinking tea?
Oh, God.
Lovely.
Damn it, dude. These questions are pissing me off.
Question. And again, out of my box comes a nice cup and saucer from the nearest charity shop. So, in terms of extending your little finger, it's a bit sort of Disney Hollywood to think that you do this and that posh people do this. You don't. You keep that finger tucked in. How we hold a teacup is by pinching with the thumb and the index finger between the handle.
I don't think I've ever used a teacup in my fucking life, bro. I'm drinking tea out of a fucking coffee mug. That's what I'm going to do.
And the rest of our fingers follow the shape of the handle, and we keep our elbow nice and tucked in. The sticking the little finger thing comes from a couple of origins for it, but the one I like to say is supposedly in the court of Louis XIV and XV, where tea drinking was at its peak. It had just come in. It was very heavily taxed, so it was only the royal family in France. And
you heard of throwing salt over your shoulder as a superstition. Yeah, but that's only if you spill salt. I'll do that. And that's really annoying when you spill. I spill salt when I'm cooking, and then you're in your own fucking kitchen, and then I'm sitting here going, I just dump salt on the floor. But it's like I have to. You know, it's easier when you're at a restaurant. You knock over the salt shaker, you're like, you know, you don't got to clean it up. It's whatever. Now you're in your own fucking abode. You got to fucking toss salt on the floor. It sucks.
Ouch. Not realizing that actually
I am going to skip the fucking pinky tea one because I don't give a shit about that.
Should men pay on the first date?
You should offer. Chivalrous. I think a lot of people... Chat, should men pay on the first date? I think a lot of people, like, with, like, male and female equality, like, some guy, there's, like, a type of guy that'll be like, well, why do I have to pay on the first date then? Why don't you pay? Why don't you pay? Why don't you split? Because it's still chivalrous, right? Just because you want men and women to be equal doesn't mean you shouldn't be nice. Like, it's the chivalrous thing to do. It's a nice thing to do as a guy to be like, yo, this is a Face IQ video. I hadn't heard of this guy prior to this video, but I think he is a part of like the not looks, I don't know, looks maxing black pill community. He does a lot of like physical analysis or analyses of people and how they look. And he is going to be criticizing my video today about me making fun of the black pill community.
Lamest people on the internet.
The internet's got a variety of
Is this in super speed?
That would be you.
niches and groups, but I think I found the lamest one. You know, looks maxes. This is them, but like even lamer somehow.
Brain rot content.
Blackpilling. Bro, I keep getting on like black pill content. Like people use this one clip of me
Why is he watching my video in 2x?
where I say the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, and that's how they determine whether or not they're attracted to you.
Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
Because of copyright? I don't think you would get copyrighted for reacting to my content.
And that's how they determine.
Hold up. I gotta restart this video. That just took me off. That took me by surprise. This was in 2x.
Lamest people on the internet.
The internet's got a variety of
That would be you.
niches and groups, but I think I found the lamest one. You know, looks maxes. This is them, but like even lamer somehow.
Brain rot content.
Blackpilling. Bro, I keep getting on like black pill content. Like people use this one clip of me where I say the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, and that's how they determine whether or not they're attracted to you.
Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
But then after that, I talk about how the majority of building a relationship and actually getting somebody to like you is your personality, and
Okay, remember, a prerequisite's more important than that, remember?
they just cut that off. So
The prerequisite is more important in the sense of starting a conversation, but personality does matter for building relationships with people. Yes, your looks get your foot in the door, but after your foot's in the door, your foot could get crushed pretty quick if you don't know what to do next, you know? Like, just looking good doesn't mean that you're going to nail, you know, like a good conversation. You might get that conversation started. Yo, throw it in sub only. You might get that conversation started, but you're not going to be able to fucking continue it after that.
they just
No, we understand that. We just understand a prerequisite's inherently more important because it's the prerequisite. If you do not meet the physical standards, then you are rejected. Does that make sense?
cut that off. So
I don't think it's an immediate rejection. If you don't meet the physical standards of somebody, they're less likely to spark a conversation with you because they would be less interested in you to begin with. But it is proven that partners find each other more and more attractive through, you know, compatibility over time. Like, if you are maybe not, you know, the most attractive person in the world to somebody, like, say they think you're a 7, not a 10, as they get to know you, they would perceivably find you more and more attractive because of your personality. But I get what you're saying in that, like, the prerequisite of any initial relationship is attraction, you know, physical attraction. I'm not disagreeing with the black pill community about that. I think I might have contradicted myself at times in that video that I made as well, where I was criticizing the black pill community, because yes, there is, I'm not saying that looks don't matter in relationships, because that's a lie, right? They do. Because when you meet somebody, the first thing you notice is what they look like. I get what you're saying prerequisite-wise on that, but to say that the prerequisite is what matters the most, okay, fine. But that's only the first second of a relationship. You know, you can't say the rest of the shit doesn't matter.
They put the clip of, like, me saying, hey, like, people, the first thing that somebody notices about you is your looks. And then they're just like, yep, that's it. Like, that's not it. Like,
But it's the most important, which is what the black pill says. It says physical attractiveness is the most important thing for attracting women. So
physical attractiveness is the most critical factor in determining men's dating success, especially in modern Western culture. A man's money, status, and social skills are argued to be other factors of secondary importance. An expanded alternate theory definition proposes that a man's dating and life outcome generally relies on genetically determined traits. I think that dating success in terms of landing the first date, but I would argue that somebody that is insufferable as a person, regardless of looking like Marlon, you know, is going to fail in the dating pool if they are, you know, fucking a dickhead, you know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you, yes, you could be really attractive, but if after that first date, you know, they go, wow, that person's a dud, they're going to fucking leave. It doesn't matter if you're hot.
Your height, your frame, your physique, your face. That's the most important. Understand?
I think finding somebody attractive is off looks. Like, that does matter.
Okay.
Some people say it does, but
if it's the prerequisite, then it's the most important. Because if you fail it, then your personality doesn't matter, right? It's pretty simple logic.
Yeah, but it's like you're ignoring every other factor. It's like the prerequisite's the most important, so it's what matters the most. Okay, but I think you're going to realize after you spend 8 years fucking looks maxing that when you finally get into a long-term relationship, you know nothing about compatibility because everything that you've done is focused on what you look like. Like, I just feel like it's not bad to say I need to look more attractive to get dates. But it's like, I guess maybe, I'm not saying it's the black pill community in general. It's the black pill influencers that I see on TikTok, which maybe that's brain rot clips. But a lot of the black pill influencers that I see are more raving about how looks matter so much that it is the only thing you should care about in, like, you know, day-to-day, functionality of your life. You know, you should be working out, which is good for your health. But it's not like, hey, you should be working out for your health and for looks. It's like everything you do around yourself should be focused on facilitating your fucking 1 out of 10 rating on how good you look. And that breeds narcissism. Does it not? Like, would that not make you more dickheadish? Like, if you can't focus on your looks that heavily day to day and not become an asshole. And that's coming from somebody that claims I used to be a narcissist. I used to care so much about how I look. That's not one of the only reasons. But it's like, I used to be more narcissistic, you know? Like, so if you can't sit here and go, oh, I'm going to care about all I look, that's the only thing that I'm going to fucking focus on, and then not become like a fucking asshole. Because you're going to be so hyper-focused on you, you know, not anybody else. Not like taking care of the person, having the conversation. You get your foot in the door. After that, they're going to fucking slam it in your face. It doesn't matter.
In terms of long-term relationship capability, no. But I'm saying, yeah.
But it's the prerequisite, remember?
That's the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, because that's their subconscious opinion is going to be how you look. But that's not the only thing that matters. And like, the way
Yes, and no one claims otherwise.
that I understand black pill is that the only thing that matters is your...
No, it's the most important thing, by definition. Not the only thing, idiot.
It's not the only thing, but yes. Saying it's the most important thing, though, and putting that much weight on looks diverts attention from other categories of yourself, right? That's the point that I'm trying to make. You know, you're never building anything about you outside of your looks, right? Your hobby is what you look like because you focus so much on that.
Your looks. And I think that's wrong. Because
Yeah, that is. And that's a straw man because the black pill doesn't say that, idiot.
that is where not only, yes, maybe in the terms of like the first thing somebody notices is your looks, but then they're going to realize your entire personality is structured around how you look, which is like obscene narcissism. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I'm kind of just repeating myself.
It actually hasn't been an issue in my experience.
That would be a fallacy, idiot. What? Like, you literally, that would be a fallacy. That's in my experience. I'm using a fallacy. You're using a fallacy. Don't point out that we're using fallacies if you're also going to use fallacies. In your experience, doesn't fucking matter, right? Like, now we're agreeing to disagree. Now we're both sitting here just going, all right, well, we're arguing in terrible formats. In a court of law, this wouldn't hold up because we're just using illogical points.
A fucking rapport within yourself of like, I look great, I look awesome. This is how I need to look. I need to change my haircut. I need to start mewing. Maybe I should get facial surgery.
Well, yes, an idiot who's talking about mewing, perhaps.
Bro, you're 20. Bro, your brain's not even done developing yet. You're gonna get fucking plastic surgery.
Your brain never stops developing. You don't understand the science about that, though, do you?
No, your brain doesn't stop developing. Your brain constantly ages throughout the entirety of your life. But the majority of brain growth and development starts, kind of slow turning down at around 25, if I'm correct on that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like your brain still ages and your brain changes throughout your entire life. But that's kind of to also compensate for certain parts of your brain getting more, I guess, dumbed down or dying, right? That's why, like, wisdom is usually kind of prized through older people, whereas, like, intelligence, reaction time, and, like, in-the-moment decision-making is more prominent for younger individuals, right? Like, strategy, like, wisdom, like, all that stuff, carries through, and you get that through not only experience, but also brain development. But, yeah, I think I was more so saying, like, getting surgery to look different when you're below 25 and you haven't even physically stopped changing is absurd, Like, you see these guys that are like, I'm going to get plastic surgery, and they're 19, they're 20. I'm like, you might look different. Obviously, your bone structure isn't really going to change much. So I see what they're saying in that sense, but it's like, maybe give it some time.
Never stops. That 25 figure is false. It never stops developing.
20 years old because you think that you don't look good. Like, it's your life, fine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, don't think that, like, that's the end all be all on whether or not people are gonna like you is how you look. It's because they take,
It is, essentially.
like, the idea of black pill is they take something that isn't absurd to say and then make that the only thing that matters. Like, good-looking people
Is he going to say it's the prerequisite for the 50th time?
get better connections in life. Is that true
Correct.
to a degree? Potentially.
To a high degree. In fact, if you look at the CEOs of the Fortune 500, I think the average height is 6'3". It's fucking insane. Like, height in success is super important.
I'm not going to disagree with the idea that looking better enables you to get more connections, because you find more utility-based friend, or not utility-based friends. You find there's like 3 different types of friends in Aristotle's not Nicomachean. Is it Nicomachean ethics? There's 3 types of friends. One's like of utility, one's of something else, and one's of virtue. And the one in the middle is like friend of value or something, and you kind of like being around them. And a lot of like success stories in the business sense are of attractive people that kind of brought themselves up rather than having like nepotism behind them where they, grew into wealth. But that's also because they had to make themselves stand out. And yes, more attractive people do, tend to do that. I'm not going to disagree with that.
But I think that...
Yes, your brain is...
Brady said, yes, height.
Very neuroplastic.
Brady's 6'5" at heart.
It develops the rest of your life. It never stops developing. That 25 figure is false.
The idea that looking good gets your foot in the door. But when you...
So that's more important, isn't it? Because if you don't get in the door, then your personality doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, but if you're focusing on success in the business world and a huge portion of your day is dedicated to how you look, and then you actually get down and you sit at that meeting and they interview you and they understand that you're a fucking dumb piece of shit because you haven't fucking studied what you need to know to get... Now we're not even talking about relationships. Now we're just talking about like black pill, like how you look in the sense of like business success. Yes, looking good helps you land that interview. But then if you suck in the interview, they're not going to fucking hire you. You're not going to build that relationship with that person if you go out and get drinks and you actually shoot shit about what your ideas are and your ideas are terrible. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, your ideas matter more than what you look like, Like I just don't, I get what you're saying. And I agree that like how you look does aid success in the business sense, but it's not the thing that is determining whether or not you're successful.
Idiot.
But Joe, it's the prerequisite. I know it's the prerequisite. I know it is a prerequisite.
They care about looking good, and then you get your foot in the door, and they're like, okay, hey.
But if you nail that prerequisite, you've done 90% of the work.
No, you haven't. What? Bro, you're acting like life is like a YouTube thumbnail. Like, oh my gosh. It's just like, if you're trying to date to fuck, maybe. Like if you're just trying to get one night stand hookups and you just want to look good so people will just have sex with you, fine. But if you actually want to have a girlfriend and a wife, and you only focus on how you look, they're not going to like you.
If you actually look good enough for someone to want to date you long term, you have surpassed 90% of men. So,
bro, I'm going to have the counterpoint though that women get with guys, you see there's so many people and they get judged for it. I have so many friends that even they themselves say their girlfriend's out of their league. And they're not looks maxers, right? They land that girl because the girl likes them, Like they like their personality because the women that they're with have dated guys that maybe they would perceive as more attractive than them, right? But those guys were assholes. Those guys weren't treating them the way that they wanted to be treated. So it's like, I don't know. It's a fallacy, Joe. Yeah, bro. I'm not going to call him out on his I called him out on a fallacy because he called me out on one. I'm not going to sit here and say we're having some fucking actual debate. We're not debating. This is a conversation.
Then your personality matters a lot less because you're actually physically desirable. Don't you understand?
Your personality matters less because you're more physically desirable. I think in the sense of, having sex, but not in the sense of dating, Like, not in the sense of, like, actually being with someone.
And that.
And they start asking for your qualifications, or they want to learn about you, and you're the most dull person ever. Because
So yes, let's make up a fake scenario.
all you care about is whether or not you look appealing. It's like, man, that's like, I don't know. It also
Strawman's of despair.
causes so much stress within yourself, you know? The idea of having to constantly be like, I need to look this way. I need to be this attractive. It's, now you're like, you're hindering your own mood, you know? The pivot of how you feel in life is going to be how you look that day.
Well, yeah, it's increased insecurity, you know? I think, and the one thing that I will say is, I don't think, like, a lot of black pillars mean to be mean when they're talking about looks. They look at it at a very objective sense, which I understand, right? They're not, like, making fun of you for being ugly. They're just like, you're a 5, you know? You're a 4. Your face dimensions are fucked. But it's like, if you're somebody that's a part of that community and you're, like, self-criticizing yourself, it's like, wouldn't you just go day to day being like, God, I'm so ugly. My facial structure sucks. You know, nobody's ever going to love me. It's like, fuck, man. Like, now, like, you're not confident in yourself. And confidence can stem from attraction, but confidence doesn't stem from how other people find you attraction. Confidence doesn't stem from how attractive other people find you. Confidence stems from how you feel about yourself. And if people are a part of the black pill community and gaining value out of that, I'm fine with it. You know, whatever. If you are more confident in yourself, and because you're feeling like you need to do some sort of looks maxing thing, that's fine. But my concern is that, like, the self-love integrated with the idea of, like, hey, I'm so fucking ugly, my genetics suck, make you more insecure, and whatever you gain out of looks maxing in terms of objective attractiveness, you lose in insecurity, right? You might be more attractive to somebody else, but you won't hold that confidence because you're not confident in yourself.
Like, I don't know, man. And it's just like living for other people.
Black pill content. This is a group of people that believe looks and genetics are the most
What if you're just ugly? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean if you're just ugly?
important thing in life, and they decide how
The most important, correct. And not in life and dating.
every interaction is gonna go, which is, you know, sort of.
You were saying in life, though, because you're saying with business stuff, too. And I would say this is more an argument less about dating and more about, like, hookups, right? Like, I get the argument for blackpilling if it's just like, I just want to look good so I could hook up with somebody I met at a bar, had a 10-minute conversation with, and then we fucking, you know, hooked up.
Every interaction is gonna go, which is, you know, sort of.
Well, what is it? It's like
False, that's a straw man.
it's like subhuman, sub 5, sub 3, low tier normie, high tier normie, Chad. Like, there's a ranking system in the black pill, like, community.
Correct.
Where they, like, rank what you look. And a lot of the time, they'll say that I'm, like, a normie or a low-tier normie. Like, I saw one guy do
You're a normie.
a whole facial analysis on me, and he said I was a 5.
That's not inaccurate.
He said I was a 5. And he was like, if he fixed his hair
That's not inaccurate. Yeah, no, you got some problems.
and got Greek curls, he'd maybe be a little bit better. But they'll be
Yeah, it's largely you're exposing your
My fat fucking forehead. Yes. My gigantic cranium. My head is huge. Yes. I can't wear regular hats.
overly wide neurocranium.
Man, this guy's growing on me. This guy's growing on me. It's your overly wide neurocranium. Your head looks weird. Just say that. Just say that. Why are you fucking making it all scientific? Just say my head looks fucking weird.
Doesn't look good.
My chin protrudes. Your nose is fucking crooked.
like, his nose is crooked, his jaw's too far out. I'm like, man.
Yeah, your jaw's too wide.
Bro, I don't care. And the guys that are making those analysis videos are like 3s. Like, I just, how are you going to sit there and make all of your content
Because their looks has nothing to do with yours, idiot.
about, like, hey, I'm going to rank how this person looks?
I could look like the most greasy, ugly subhuman or a Chad. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God. I hate, bro, subhuman. Like, bro, like, oh my God. Like, we're calling people subhuman because it's like, oh, you're so fucking, yeah. I get the point. I get the point where he's like, it doesn't matter if you're a 3 because it's about objective attractiveness. Like, a 3 is still ranking you on an objective scale knowing they're a 3. But it's just like, ugh.
I'm giving you an objective assessment, idiot. And also, it's funny, you're now referring to how they look as if that matters. So you're kind of implying the black pill yourself.
Well, I feel like it's the perceived aggression. I think I had a bad first look at the community in that, like, all the shit I would originally see was just like hate spewing about certain people and being like, oh, you're sub 3, you're subhuman. And there are people a part of the community that do that. But I think from the objective standpoint, it's not meant to be malicious. I was just kind of making fun of the people that are ugly, a part of the black pill community. That man does the unthinkable after talking to ChatGPT. If I don't read donuts for a bit, I apologize. Drew for the sub, hype of the sub, J, thank you for the 5 gifteds. Lock in. And you'll see.
Right to you.
Is he acting like he's like in an anime or something? What was that like evil villain laugh?
They're gonna kill you all! Kill you all!
Okay, now there's, no, this has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait. There's no way he's pointing a finger gun at the cop right now and singing. They're like, what the fuck?
Your imagination.
When police respond to
what did he get arrested for?
Reports of serious threats to a local business,
Ooh.
They come face to face with a suspect whose behavior, that may have been shaped in part by ChatGPT, makes it.
His behavior was shaped by ChatGPT? What do you mean? Like one of the people that gets in like a relationship with their AI and it gets like convinced to do crazy shit?
Nearly impossible to tell what he believes is real and what's a complete delusion.
Yeah, I am the law.
The following is based on official police.
It is wild how many people are so chronically online that they create this distorted illusion of what like reality is. And a lot of people say that's me, right? Like it's weird because it's like we're in this constant battle of both sides being like, no, you're crazy. You think you're in this alternate reality. No, literally. Like, the amount of people that are like, Joe, you're an idiot. Like, you've created this weird version of reality for yourself. But in the same sense, I'm saying the same thing about you. So it's like we're both accusing each other of going, no, you're delusional. Like, you live in a false reality. You've convinced yourself of these conspiracy theories. And then the other side is going, no, you've just fallen into this woke mindset that this overall arching government has inflicted on you, and you're panning into the system. It's like, either way, we're locked. Like, we're all f***ed.
Records released to date. On the evening of March 7th, 2025, a father and his son walk into a police station in Westlake, Ohio, to discuss a car the son had previously reported stolen, unaware that one of them is about to be arrested for something else entirely. The man in handcuffs is 20-year-old Shion Park, and the discussion.
But he went, so him and his dad went to the police station to report a car being stolen, but then just simultaneously got arrested for like a warrant.
About the car was all a ruse created by police to have him come to the station voluntarily.
It's always Ohio. No, it's always Wisconsin. On body cam videos, it's always Wisconsin. I know the only in Ohio meme, but if you watch a body cam video, there's like a 1 and 2, it's Wisconsin.
Security perimeter. No weapons.
It's so weird. It's like, and it's distorted my reality of what Wisconsin's like. As fucked as that sounds, like all the body cam videos I see are Wisconsin. So in my head, I'm going, oh, this is just like a regular day as like a Wisconsin citizen.
Knives, sprays, or liquid.
It's always Florida. Well, Florida is actually just crazy.
Don't sit back. You sit back with me. You're actually your death.
The urgency to bring Shion to the station stemmed from a call earlier that night, when police were summoned to the Mark's grocery store where he works. According to reports, a co-worker from the store showed police text messages from.
They think I'm Satan, bruh. Did you quit? Mark's, that is? What is Mark's? Yes, I'm going to murder them all. Oh my God. I'm going to do something very, very eyeball emoji. Very special tomorrow. Eyeball emojis. You'll see it with your 2 eyes. Eyeball emojis. Okay, so he's saying he's going to be a fucking shooter. Jesus Christ. What a loser. You know, I think take things serious. Please tell me you're joking. I'm not. I'll show you the power of God. I am Lord Shiva. Okay, so he's lost his mind.
From Shion, in which he threatened to kill everyone at the store the next day, while also calling himself Lord Shiva.
You know why you're here? Because they want to kill you all in 12 p.m.? Oh, I don't know. What's the time? Hey, 11 o'clock.
Oh, no!
It's not 11 o'clock. Hey.
An hour left.
Hey, dumb. Listen.
Oh, it's 10:57.
You up. I did not ask you.
I don't give a who you
Oh, wait, this guy's aura meter against these cops is rising.
asked.
Hey, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you. Court of law. You have the right to you.
Oh, God. I hate that laugh. Even in animes, I hate that laugh.
Oh, man, I am the law, you dumb. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I am the law. Jesus. Oh, Jesus can't save you, buddy.
As Shion continues acting in a completely unpredictable manner with the officers, his father calls his other son from the lobby, hoping he can help communicate with officers.
Yo, this dad looks like he is done with this shit, bro. Oh my God, does he know? Is that how his son just like regularly acts?
I live in North Homestead, so I'm not too far, but I was just wondering what happened.
Scotty, think of the three. Imagine he says Baka. Oh, God. Oi, oi, oi. You think he goes, one of the cops is like, you're facing like 10 years for threatening to shoot up like a Kroger. Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, so he was arrested by us for making threats. Has he ever been diagnosed with anything or has seen like a specialist or no?
I mean, I think the only thing he's been diagnosed with like ADHD, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, that's just his brother?
Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. This is
He's not going to do anything, and he hasn't done anything like that.
Bro, you can't be saying that, though. That's being like, oh, yeah, he's harmless. Bro, he's actively texting people that he's going to shoot up his workplace. Like... That, like, I know it's like empty threats, right? Like, people do that all the time, but it's like that you can't be texting your coworker to not show up to work and that you're gonna like fucking kill everybody at work. Like,
He said a couple weird things to me too. I told him to stop, and he did.
But his brother no longer seems to be the one he's listening to. According to police reports, detectives later uncovered conversations between Shion and ChatGPT discussing his plans at Mark's, where he refers to March 8th as Judgment Day. Investigators noted that during the course of the conversations, replies from the AI chatbot seemed to empower and validate.
Bro, what? ChatGPT? Wait, doesn't ChatGPT like report your ass if you say some shit like that? If you ask ChatGPT like, I'm trying to make a bomb, like it'll fucking report you. It doesn't? Bro. No, I'm pretty sure there's restrictions. Because y'all remember y'all know the Minecraft server 2B2T, the Anarchy server. You've seen 2B2T. 2B2T had like the FBI look into their server because they had like a loophole where you could like go on the server and like ask AI questions for shit without it having restrictions or showing. And there were people that were like actively like planning like terrorism or some shit on 2B2T with like, I'm probably saying the story wrong, but it was like something like that where they were like getting a loophole around that. Like if you're just typing to ChatGPT like, hey, how do I do this? Like Judgment Day, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be like, are you okay? And then if you keep like pestering it, I feel like it would report you.
Shion's opinions.
Ooh, I like that. Woo! Woo, that makes me a little happy. Because I know what you've done for those children. Oh, you're planning to kill me? Are you planning to drug me? Oh, that's so nice of you. That's so nice. I'm gonna kill you all. Kill you all at 12. I'm never late.
Yo, like if he wasn't handcuffed to a bench and he was in a movie, that would be cold. Like if he was like the Joker or some shit. I'm gonna kill you at 12, I'm never late. Ooh.
Little less than an hour, about 9 minutes.
It's a little less than an hour, and you're supposed to say it's a
But
little
he's handcuffed to a metal bench.
less because that's the last time you're ever gonna breathe.
No, I think...
This is like a 45-year-old man that's just like, yo, I don't give a shit.
Say it's a little less because that's the last time you're ever gonna breathe.
No, I think that was... Oh, no, I'm still breathing. Oh, crazy.
I thank you so much. If you shake my hand, I will free you from your agony. But I know you won't shake my hand because you...
Oh, I thought he was doing a finger pistol. He was putting out his hand.
You would never shake someone's hand.
I shake plenty of people's hands.
Can you shake my hand?
I just ain't shaking yours.
Your life depends on it.
No, it doesn't. I guarantee you have no bearing on
Bro, what am I watching? I feel like he's just rage baiting this cop.
2, 1. Thank you. You know, I love you. I love you very much.
Good.
And you know, second chance.
Do you know what today?
Second chance. One more chance on the handshake. It's still warm. It's still warm. It's getting cold.
Do you know what tomorrow?
Shut up.
Pop it back in the microwave. Oh, God.
Shut the up.
Do you know what tomorrow?
Shut the up. I was not speaking to you. And you be in a world of pure imagination.
Please. Forgiveness. Please. Forgiveness. What do you have to do? What do we have to do?
What do you have to do? Or what does he have to do?
I don't think he knows what his son was typing. I think he just thinks his son got arrested for like an empty threat. I don't think the dad knows.
Well, I told you he had to knock this off, and he didn't.
According to police records, in the days leading up to the incident, officers were called to the family's home multiple times for a series of troubling reports. Among them were messages Xi'an sent to former
Complaint on station requesting welfare checked on Xi'an Park. Park sent messages to her son and other boys from their WHS class with weird stuff, pictures of him with 666 drawn on with a marker, pentagram symbols, and messages talking about taking your soul.
classmates, including images of himself with pentagrams and 666 drawn on his body, along
I mean, that's weird, but like that's not illegal.
with statements about taking one of their souls.
Okay. Probably yeah. Okay. Now that's probably a threat.
There was also a claim that he had purchased a gun. At the time,
there we go. Okay.
Officers determined
His contaminated thought seemed to revolve around politics, specifically Donald Trump, and about the world ending on March 8th. Well, it's May 15th. Park did seem to understand that the way he was communicating with others was not appropriate, but he did not pose any risk of, I'm assuming, like death or something, murder, people. Both Park and his dad were counseled at the disposition. Park would stop sending unwanted messages to others.
he didn't pose an immediate threat and warned him to cease
This was in 2025. Oh, shit. Well, it's May of next year.
contact with the involved parties.
A gun?
I thought this was March of this year.
You know what a gun is?
Yeah.
Did he buy one?
You want to buy?
Did he buy one?
He bought?
I'm asking you, did he buy a gun?
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, you would have to... What state is this? Ohio? In Ohio, you would have to get a gun license now. Park's 20 years old. He's not getting cleared from the background check. You're not getting a gun unless you buy it illegally. Like, I mean, illegally, yeah, sure, he gets a gun. But, like, if he doesn't have a gun... I don't know Ohio's gun laws. No license needed. I'm pretty sure you need a license in Ohio to buy a gun. You have to at least be approved by the state, and they background check you at a gun shop. Do you need a license to buy a gun in Ohio? Because you have a pistol permit, and then you also have a rifle and shotgun license. No state permit or license is required to own a shotgun. Oh my God. Wow. Ohio does not regulate assault weapons as a class, large capacity magazines. Ohio regulates class dangerous ordnance. Yeah, but like this website, I'm on NRA, but I'm not understanding. Permit to purchase rifles and shotguns, no. Handguns, no. So you don't need a permit to purchase or carry? No way. I feel like that would be like Texas, not Ohio. No state permit or license is required to possess or acquire a handgun, rifle, or shotgun other than what falls within the definition of dangerous ordnance. Sawed-off shotguns, firearms, zip guns, suppressors. So he could just go into a fucking building. They probably still do a background check, but you don't need a permit. Wow. Is that most states? I'm like applying like New Jersey, one of the most strict gun law states to like the whole US. What states do you need a license to buy a gun? Bro, it's only like 7 states. It's California, Connecticut, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and D.C. Everywhere else, you could just walk into a store and buy a gun and they just do a background check? No way. Some form of permits include Michigan, Nebraska, North Carolina. Okay, so there's some that it's like depending on what. Usually maybe like a pistol permit, concealed carry license. It's a state-to-state basis.
Yes.
He had something going for him, like, you know, he was like doing golfing calls and all that, but all of that went.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Like, I'm not, dude, the idea that you just walk in and buy it. They do a background check though. That's like what they're talking about, but you don't know how good the background check's going to clear somebody like this. Explain how it's terrifying. This kid goes and buys a gun in Ohio because he doesn't need to get approved by the police. And the background check goes to the federal level. They clear him because they don't know anything about the state. What's going on with him. And then he gets a gun. Because no matter what, you're getting a background check on a federal level if like you've been accused of any other crimes. If you were in jail for like when you're getting like a background check on a gun on a federal level, they're checking, do you have any drug abuse charges? Have you ever been convicted of an assault crime? Were you ever an alcoholic, or are you currently an alcoholic? Stuff like that, because that's like you're getting denied for a lot of those, right? Or if like you've ever thought about, like, it's like long paper forms that you fill out. You can lie on them, but like they ask that shit. Yeah, you have any felonies is the biggest one. But this kid's never committed a crime, so it's like that's why it's worrisome, is that if he were to go, he could get cleared just because he's young and has no record, even if he is insane.
Really bad, and ever since then, he's just been having a really difficult time accepting that it's gone really bad.
I don't think it's a problem. Like, I feel like I have a pretty nuanced take about, like, gun laws. I think it's weird to just, like, you know, like ARs or something. But, like, if you have, like, a situation where they're walling you off and you have to apply and then you get, you know, approved by, like, your specific state and then you get approved federally, that's different. You know, you hit 3 mil on what? On what, stream? Did I really? Oh, no, it rounded up. Still dub that it shows that it's rounded up. But we're still 45,000 away. They round up usually on the apps. Still a dub, though. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't even finish what I was saying. I feel like I have a nuanced take about guns. Like, I think, like, guns for home defense and all that shit, perfectly fine. Right? I just think, like, there should be walls to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think it should be a 9-month process to buy a gun. I don't think it should be as simple as going into a store and getting one. Like, I think you should have to, like, get checked, get cleared, get scanned, get checked again, and then you could go into a store and apply, and they do a background check, and then you're good. Like, because that's, like, the scary shit. Is like, sometimes it's, like, crazy motherfuckers could go in and get one, and they slip through the cracks. It's hard, too, but it's, like, especially young guys with, like, clean records.
He was, like, doing golfing calls and all that, but all of that went really bad, and ever since then, he's just been having a really difficult time accepting that it's gone really bad.
You can't do anything to me.
Sit down. There's no fee?
None.
Stop, love it. Don't do it again. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, no, please. Please. Oh, wait, well, I need your officer. No. You have it all. No, your name. Yeah. What's your name? Lieutenant Fox. Oh, Lieutenant Fox! Oh, Lieutenant! Shut the up, Lieutenant. Get the out of my sight, little. Can you be a good dog and give me a drink?
No, don't think so.
Why do you ask why?
It's because you just spit on.
I'm speaking.
No.
I feel like if he was in a different jail, bro, if he was in Florida, they would have put a spit bag on his face. If this was Florida, he'd have a spit bag on his head right now. The second he spit on the ground, they'd be like, "Yep, it's over." They'd fucking they'd put him in one of those chairs. You know what I mean? When they get a wheelchair and they strap you in and you can't move.
I'll speak whenever the I want to. Okay?
You won't.
I will speak whenever the
Oh my god, no, the cop's getting rage baited. Stop.
I choose to.
What's a spit bag? It's a crime to spit on a police officer. So if you try to spit on a cop, they'll put basically a bag over your head. And so you just spit into the bag.
Look at me! Tell me.
Do you think you intimidate me, dude?
No, I don't.
Good, because you don't.
Oh my god, stop. No, now I don't want to side with the other kid. The cop's being a cornball. Oh my god. Why are you going, do you think you intimidate me? Well, you don't. Now you're like equally as cringe.
You dare look at me.
Oh.
That's funny, right? You will be forgiven for laughing. And you're gonna see.
You will be forgiven for laughing. Oh my God, you just pardoned him.
Tell me.
Do you think you intimidate me, dude?
No, I don't.
Good, because you don't.
Don't you dare look at me. That's funny, right? You will be forgiven for laughing. And you're gonna see what I can do.
Thank God. You're saved.
Why do you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you flip it upside down? Because you're gonna die. And you, especially, officer, on the computer. Yeah, with the glasses, Mr. Four Eyes. Oh, why am I? No, I need to get out. No, I need to run. Push me down, please. I need to get out of here because I need to save your guys' lives. I need to go. Can you release me? I need to run away.
Sit down.
There's no. Yes, master.
Why are they watching him? Why don't they just walk? Like, why are there like three? I feel like they're doing this for entertainment, bro. Like, if I'm him, if I'm one of the cops, just walk away. Just let him sit in that fucking chair for like 3 hours alone.
Wait, do you guys like Logan Paul? Jake Paul.
Bro brought up Jake and Logan Paul. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, holy reference.
Paul, go.
What's your social?
Why did he just bring up Logan and Jake Paul? What the fuck? What? That is so random. Why'd they cut that out? I wanted to know what he said.
There's no. Yes, master.
Have you heard of Prime? He just starts like a huge side conversation. So like, what do you think about Lunchly and how it's basically just like a duplicate of like Lunchables? Do you think that's like a good business idea? Or I heard there was like moldy cheese or something. I don't really know. I've been thinking about getting him. I always see him at Walmart, but I never really know if I want to try him out.
Wait, do you guys like Logan Paul? Jake Paul or Logan Paul? Go.
Oh my God. If I'm choosing between the two, oof.
Social? I don't know my social.
That's a hard one.
Social? You done it? How many orgies have you guys been in? You four.
Dude, Logan's just such a great heel in the WWE.
Tell me.
He just needs like therapy right now.
Although the family believes Shion is harmless, officers still have a duty to...
Wait, he said the N-word? No, he didn't. How many orgies have you guys been in? Ooh.
Jake Paul or Logan Paul? Go.
What's your social?
I don't know my social. You done it? How many orgies have you guys been in? You four. Tell me.
He just needs like therapy right now.
I would air a 6'7" joke to him right there. See how he feels about that. How many orgies have you been in? Maybe 6. Then you see him go. You snap him out of it.
How many orgies have you guys been in? You four. Tell me.
He just needs like therapy right now.
How did somebody just gigify the emote of Logan Paul in the Japan forest?
Although the family believes Shion is harmless, officers still have a duty to determine the credibility of his reported threats.
You keep saying March 8th at 12 o'clock. What's the significance?
Nothing's gonna happen, guys. It's all act. Look into my eyes and lie like I lie. You're safe.
What's your problem with people at Marks?
Oh, is that the workplace?
Is that what you said you want to kill them all?
Yeah, but then they'll die. Again, you're supposed to torture me today. And you don't choose to torture me, I'm literally gonna kill you all. This is the last chance. If you don't shoot me right now, I'm gonna kill you all. And if you don't kill me right now, I'm gonna kill you all. 5, 5. No, dude, this is the place where I'll be awakened, you idiots. I need you to take it off with me, because I'm not gonna do it. Good boy.
As the
immediate high cortisol. Oh my God, stop. No, that would get me. That would get me right there. None of the other shit would piss me off, but right there, that'd fucking get me. Oh, I know, I can't take off my shirt. Good boy. Oh.
Officers get Shion dressed into his new
Like getting punched in the nuts, man.
county-appointed wardrobe. A revelation seems to wash over him.
Oh, wait, am I gonna go to prison? My children will kill you all. Let's go! No way I'm gonna do this with you guys. Let's go. Yeah.
Just hold on.
Oh, don't touch me, you little.
According to police reports, once in his cell, Shion continued his volatile behavior, removing his clothes, piling them in a corner, and urinating on them. He danced.
What? He took off all of his clothes and started peeing on them.
In his cell,
I've been there before.
Shion continued his volatile
I've been there before.
behavior, removing his clothes, piling them in a corner, and urinating on them. He danced, screamed, sang, and shadowboxed, and at one point attempted to break
Not that crazy.
the cell's surveillance camera.
Okay.
He also stuffed his bedsheet into the toilet, flooding the cell.
Wait, what? He took his bedsheet, stuffed it in the toilet, and continually flushed it.
To the toilet, flooding the cell. Eventually, as he began to calm down, Shion requested a Bible. A search of the father's car and Shion's bedroom was completed, but no weapon was ever found. A correction officer reported the day after his arrest, Shion admitted to him that he consumed shrooms the day before and had no recollection of the previous night.
How many mushrooms? Bro, I've taken mushrooms 10 times. I haven't done like a heroic dose, but never in my life have I tripped and then been like, oh, I'm gonna kill people. That's like a horrible fucking turn of events. Maybe that I could see that, but if he was actively on them. On March 8th, he advised CO Young that he consumed shrooms on March 7th. Not remember being in the jail the previous night. Oh, so he's saying he was on mushrooms while he was in jail. Maybe? Shrooms do not do that. I knew a guy in college that was friends with somebody that took heroic doses multiple times, went insane, and started taping dog treats to the ceiling to save his life. Like, there's like, that could happen. It can happen. You gotta be like the wrong dose with the wrong person. There's crazy shit. I know a guy. Yeah, I do know a guy.
Consumed shrooms the day before and had no recollection of the previous night.
He wasn't a friend. He was an acquaintance in class. Better put it. I don't remember his name, but he told us the story about that. Who's the guy? Don't know him. It was in my History of Modern Philosophy 2 class. He sat one row in front of me and one row to the left of me. I talked to him every day, and when we got on the topic of shrooms, he said that his friend took multiple heroic doses and started taping dog treats to the ceiling, and now he can't hold a job.
Shion was banned from all Mark's properties.
If I give you water, you're going to kill us, but even though you requested water.
Yeah.
According to court records, Shion Park was charged with 2 counts of harassment with a bodily substance, 2 of aggravated menacing, 1 count of vandalism, and 1 count of intimidation. After a psychiatric evaluation, Shion was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Get the full story without the
Yeah, I mean, if he took shrooms, that actually explains it somewhat. It really depends how much. Like, he could not have been with it. Like, if he took, like, a heroic dose of, like, fucking penis envy or, like, enigma mushrooms, yeah, you'd probably lose your mind for, like, 9 hours. But, to the point that he ends up getting arrested, then I feel like he would be, like, curling in a ball rather than living in that, like... I don't know. Maybe he did think he was in like a reality where everybody was going to die at midnight. Like he could have convinced himself of that, but he was texting his coworker that he wanted to kill everyone. And days prior, he was already threatening about a gun. It like half explains it. I hope he's mentally okay, man. Genuinely. That's pretty scary. Somebody said shrooms don't do that. He is undiagnosed, needs intense medical treatment. I think if you have, here's the thing. People that take, no, shrooms won't do that in itself. But if this guy is already undiagnosed with like, not saying schizophrenia, but say this guy is undiagnosed with like multiple medical disorders, and then he takes mushrooms, those are going to get amplified so drastically. Like, that's why it's like, if you're like predisposed for like schizophrenia, you're not supposed to ever take hallucinogens because it could bring it out early. Like, say you have a parent that has schizophrenia. If you take mushrooms, that could be like really bad. Like, so he, especially his dad seemed like he didn't really get what was going on. So I'm assuming the dad probably never got him like to a psychiatrist when he was younger. You know, first manic episodes these cops have ever met. Yeah, they did get rage baited pretty quickly. I don't know. Ugh. He seemed so with it, though. Like, with it, but also, like, out of it. Being assholes, right? Does that make sense? Where it's like, you're not being objective. Like, you're ugly, and then also going on, you know, social media and just being like, this person's fugly as shit. Like, the people that are in comment sections that make fun of people they deem as ugly when they themselves are twos. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, it's like you're putting yourself on a higher... It's like you're making fun of somebody else to try and put yourself up on a higher pedestal. It's like, let me find more people that are uglier than me because that'll make me, in retrospect, more attractive objectively. But it doesn't.
When you're, like, literally in a basement that's wet, underground.
And what does that have to do with your face if they're in a basement that's wet, Joe? What does that have
Nothing. You're right.
to do with your face, idiot?
Just like fucking...
He's called me an idiot like 30 times.
Just ranking people. I'm like, yeah.
What if they're fucking sucking a dick while they're rating you? Does that this idiot?
Just like fucking... Just rank...
Oh my God.
Like, yeah.
What if they're fucking sucking a dick while they're rating you? Does that matter? No. Idiot.
A 5. I don't care. Right? Like, I used...
See, no, he just broke character there. What is with, like, the fucking... Like, the monotone... Show emotion. Show emotion. Why? Like, he giggled for a second and then immediately... Look at him lock back in.
While they're rating you. Does that matter? No. Idiot.
A 5. I don't care.
No, and then he went,
right,
no, I gotta focus up.
I used to
Surely you don't. That's why you keep talking about it.
care so much about how I looked. And I still do fixate on certain things. Like, I fixate on my hair a lot, right? Because I do think I am going to go bald. And so that upsets me. But, like, there are days where I'll just be like, I didn't do my hair. And I'll just, like, fucking leave it. So.
And the thing that makes these people so lame is that they're quote-unquote straight men who edit other men because they think they look good. Or they argue about which man they think looks better in the comment section. And just bully people who aren't conventionally attractive. When I know damn well...
Well, who's the famous guy that's technically the pinnacle of, like, black...
Keep pausing the video, bro.
Pill Chad. Oh, my God. Who is it? No, not Marlon.
You're pausing the video, too! Nah, this guy's being a cornball.
It's like a famous Hollywood actor. I don't know, man. I mean, like, this is...
Gotta prevent smile lines? No, I'm...
That's, like, one of the guys. I know, it's Ian Somerhalder. I would agree more on Ian Somerhalder than Jordan Barrett. Ian Somerhalder's a fucking hot guy. But, like, I don't know. Why is he the pinnacle of, like, Chad? Because his facial structure is good? Like, it's because, oh, well, they'll say I have a negative canthal tilt, too, and that makes me look like a bitch. I'm like, Chad, this is like...
That's something to laugh about.
Actual shit, where it's like...
It is something to laugh about, because I don't care. Because if you're going to fucking sit there and cry about the fact that you have a negative canthal tilt, that's only making you less confident, more insecure, and more unattractive. Like, I know I'm contradicting myself in this video, but it's contradictive to view yourself in that negative of a way, because then you're going against the idea of being more attractive because you're purposefully just making yourself more unappealing because you're now unconfident in yourself.
Analyze me, it'll be like, yo,
I don't give a fuck, bro. My eyes are angled like that. Who cares?
Looks like a bitch.
No, your biggest issues are not that.
Okay, it's like if you ever want to feel the worst you've ever felt in your life, ask somebody from the black pill community to rate how attractive you are, and they will be like, yeah, man, I think it's cooked. You're so ugly. And I'm like, god damn, man, like the fucking standards we have.
Oh, these people behind their desk looking like this and telling you this guy's right eyebrow is bigger than his left, so he's cooked, and then proceed to tell me this is the peak.
What a brain rot, like low IQ original video as well, like with this little corny editing. It's like appealing to what, 12-year-olds?
St. Don?
Male beauty.
Yeah, man. Bro, actually, some shit that looks like you got plastic surgery.
Alright, bro. As a part of this
Okay, and?
video, I've looked into the species I'm a cold.
Honestly, bro, I think the biggest thing about attractiveness is how you carry yourself.
This guy can turn a 1-minute video into a 20-minute video.
Hey, that's the skill, brother. That's the skill. I might have some sort of attention disorder. I don't know. I've never been tested. That's a part of the fucking game, man. I could sit here and watch a 5-minute video for 4 hours.
And you could say this is like some glaze shit. I've seen a lot of guys that own how they dress. I think that's a big thing. What you wear changes. that's more than like
type of evil villain.
Dog in fucking Mew, so I can fix my facial structure, bro. If you like good drip, and not like good drip where it's
Is that why you're wearing a fucking tank top and a shitty chain?
Shitty chain. This chain's fucking worth as much as your car.
Wear what people want me to wear.
What the fuck?
I mean, yes, it matters.
Shitty chain. It's a fucking gold Cuban. What do you mean shitty chain?
But holy fuck.
That you fuck with and you like and you own it. People find that attractive.
Dude, own that fucking style, bro.
What? No, I'm not saying, yo, I'm wearing a regular ass tank top. This wouldn't be like going out clothes. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, I'm going to go wear this. What I think the point that I'm making is like, confidence is perceived as attractive, right? And I think the black pill community would say that confidence stems from attraction, But I would argue that confidence stems from inner like belief of attraction, right? Not how other people perceive you, right? Like if you're weighing how their perspective of you, if you're weighing their perspective more than your own, then that's gonna shoot insecurity through the fucking roof, right? Like you have to care more about how you look in your own brain than how other people perceive you. And the people that you can see it, obviously, like if you're out in public, there are people that carry themselves in a way that they feel, even if they're not like, you know, chads in like the objective sense, they're more attractive because they carry themselves in a, you know, fucking confident manner.
I'm not trying to say like Adam Sandler.
Wait. Let me show you.
Danny DeVito. Oh my God. Oh my, yo, literally Danny DeVito. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I get what you're saying, where it's like, yeah, he's short, you know, the hair, you know, it's its own thing. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Danny DeVito's a 10. But, like, Danny DeVito carries himself in a way that is more, it makes him more attractive than he would be if he was not confident.
So look at him owning this shit. Fucking Mauger.
Yeah, it's sick.
Holy fuck, dude.
Like, that guy's old, but, like, Adam Sandler owns his shit. Like, that's an attractive
yeah, bro.
Own the fucking baggy-ass basketball shorts. He looks like a cornball. Like, he wears cornball fucking clothes, but he owns it. And so nobody cares. It's not cringe. Like, if you own your shit, people are like, fuck with that. Because
So owning your clothes, that's something in your head that doesn't even exist.
What? What?
That doesn't even exist. So how are other people going to sense it if it doesn't even exist?
Subconscious cues? So, like, how you hold yourself, right? Like, how you, what I mean by owning your clothes is, like, the confidence you carry within your style, right? Like, you're dressing a way that you feel fits you, regardless of how you think society perceives that fashion, right? Does that make sense? I think there are ways where it's corny, like Jaden Smith, I don't like his fashion. I think it makes him look worse. But that's like my opinion. Like some of the clothes Jaden Smith wears, it's not like, I don't know. I don't like certain things. I don't know what this is. This might have some meaning behind it that I don't know, but like, yeah, I get with this. It's like, okay, yeah, owning that, it's also just like, okay. But I'm saying in the sense of like non-basic, conventionally normalized clothing.
They're going to see your clothes. They're going to see your face. Are they going to see if you own your clothes? No, that doesn't even exist. Idiot.
No, but they're going to see how you're interacting with people, how you're having conversations. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you laughing? You know? Are you showing who you are at a bar versus the guy in the corner? Acting nonchalant, you know, tongue pressed against the top of his mouth. Fucking standing there. Like, bro, like, if enjoying yourself, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't stop acting nonchalant, you know, like, just be you, you know. I think that is attractive. Even if it's like not a physical thing, it's still shown. Your non-physical, I guess, personality traits show through physical action.
Level of authenticity, rather than trying to be somebody that you're.
People watch, bro. You see it. If you're 21, go to a bar, sit in a corner like a goblin, and just watch people. You will see more attractive guys, objectively, get less girls than guys that hold themselves in a way that is perceivably more attractive.
Oh,
people
okay.
recognize fakeness, and they don't fuck with people that are fake. And a lot of time, like BB community people are trying to be somebody that they feel like they need to be, rather than somebody that they are.
People or black people.
That's deep.
People. I've studied their behavior and learned their lingo.
What did I say? I zoned out. Sorry. I saw somebody say, "What drink do you get at a bar?" And I zoned out, and I was thinking about it. I mean, that also might be like a playing factor. Like, there's so many small things that, like, subconsciously register within people. So I get what you're saying, like, the physical attractive sense. It's like, that matters. But there's so many other things outside of that, too, that I would also say are prerequisites.
And a lot of time, like, BB community people are trying to be somebody that they feel like they need to be rather than somebody that they are.
People or black pill.
That's deep.
People. I've studied their behavior and learned their lingo, and really, I don't like what I found. And just to be clear, black pill is more
Well, you sound like a fucking moron, so we don't care.
like an extreme version of looks maxing. Not necessarily all looks maxes, but you know, drag making that distinction. The first place I looked to study these creatures was TikTok. There's a good chance that you come across a black pill editor too. Normally, what these consist of is a stitch of
Okay,
somebody's
no. The fucking music they use, though, is peak. I gotta say, if you see a BP edit, the video is fucking awful.
Wow, such a relatable normie take. Thank you.
But they edit it to where it's like, damn, this is like not convincing, but mildly interesting.
Why did that annoy him? What did I say that was... What did I say that... Like, he just, like... he, like, viscerally... had a visceral reaction to that. He got, like, mad. When I was like, oh, I like the music, he went...
Saying
something like, oh, looks don't matter, or someone that's not seen as conventionally attractive.
Like, because it's cringe that I shared a take that is, like, basic?
Literally doing anything.
Yeah, but
Because I'm a normie. Because I'm a fugly normie. I'm a stupid chud.
kind, smart.
See, like, that's so fucking sad. Nah, like, this guy's a cock. Commenting that, Sub-Zero looking at me. Bro, like, nah, you actually work at Burger King.
Yeah, that's a little cringe, but yeah, she looks horrible.
Bro, you work at Burger King and you don't have friends. Like, and you're sitting here commenting on people that fucking, like...
What is the importance of those things? Okay, they work a job, and then they don't have people they call friends. So now what?
And they don't have friends. Somebody with friends is always perceivably more attractive, because being social is how you find a partner. Because humans are, like, not pack animals, but societal based beings.
Actually, nah.
You know what I'll do? I'll actually let the chat talk more. All right, here you go.
This motherfucker commenting against this woman, like being an absolute dick about her appearance.
Thoughtful and caring, and those are things that matter more.
What if you can create your
Shut
own
up.
website by saying this?
Bro, get an ad blocker. Fuck. You're a YouTuber. Or get YouTube Premium. Who's watching the ads?
This is what I want.
Why do you cut this out?
What if you got a hair trim? No, all right.
You can't.
But
Why is this in the fucking video? He's watching the ad.
What if you did get a hair transplant? You would look better, wouldn't you?
What did this poor lady do to you? Literally anyone can get hit with a black pill edit and nobody is safe. And normally the people that make these edits obviously leave their face out because almost 100% of the time they look like this. But on the rare occasion where the editor includes themselves in,
He's giving you ad revenue? Facts.
it's so obvious every single time because you just see this ethereal looking
I just made 0.0001 pennies from that.
renowned model and then this nigga. Okay, just try and figure it out yourself. Let me show you an edit and I want you to figure out which one is the person that made it.
Okay, no, nice.
Did you?
Wait, so are you guys implying that looks is subjective because you can always identify who snuck in?
Valid point.
Interesting. Interesting Freudian slip there, Joe.
I feel like that one's a joke, though. That one's a joke, though.
Why would you think it's a joke? Based on his face, it's a joke or not? So you're telling me you can objectively assess if he's good looking?
Well, I think it'd be absurd to I think it's an absurd level of narcissism to relate yourself to people that you're picking out as objective 10s and then just wedge yourself into that, regardless of whether or not you are a 10.
Ooh, interesting.
Did you find them? Let's try another one.
Attraction subjective. Attraction subjective on a multitude of things, but I think the black pill community kind of has an objective set of attractiveness items that are usually, by the majority of the population seen as, attractive. A symmetrical face, good bone structure. There's a few things.
Wait, if everyone can find them, that means it's objective, isn't it? Interesting.
I don't think that I'm disagreeing with the idea of a perceivably objective genetic attractiveness scale, right? Like I'm not disagreeing with the idea that a good bone structure is objectively attractive. I'm not disagreeing that facial symmetry is objectively attractive. I'm not disagreeing that my fat ass forehead is a -3 points on my 1 to 10 scale. But it's like, that's not it. That's not the only thing that matters. The only restaurant for 913 square miles. This video's like 12 years old, but it popped up on my recommended and it looks fucking interesting as shit. So we're watching it. In Guthrie, Texas. I feel like when you look at a map, let me pull up a map of Texas. I know people live all over Texas, but when I look at Texas, I go, okay, people live, like Texas is bigger than most European countries, like almost all of them. When I look at Texas, I go, people live here and right. Like, I don't know anything that goes on in this part of Texas. Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, but there's still like thousands of people that live there. Mountains and it's probably the, oh God.
We
in Guthrie.
are isolated from the world. 90 miles from Lubbock. We're 60 miles from a Walmart. We're still
60 miles from a Walmart. I feel like now there's no shot they're 60 miles from a Walmart. I feel like everywhere's within 5 miles of a Walmart in the U.S. Guthrie, Texas, Walmart. I'm just going to look up Guthrie, Texas. Population. That's how we'll know if they got a Walmart. 151 people. Okay, so my chat is larger than their town by a very large margin.
miles from a doctor. People that live in this community.
How far from a doctor?
Still 30 miles from a doctor.
30 miles from a doctor. So if you get gravely injured, you just die.
People that live in this community are very self-sufficient. Today we're going to see how much you remember. All right? Something that means repetition produces impeccability.
Yeah, this is what's... Okay, it's not... There's no way it's this outdated anymore. This is... Wait, actually, chat, what year does this look like it's from? And then I already told you how old the video is. This is from 2015. Does this not look like 1995? Like, this looks like actually like 2002. This is from 2015. I was going to say, oh, it's old, so that's why it looks like this. But even for 2015, this is an outdated classroom. You need a shave, I could tell. I could also tell your current razor isn't good enough for you, pal. You know what is? Dollar Shave Club, the sponsor of today's video. This limited edition Dollar Shave Club X Call of Duty Warzone starter kit ensures that you can upgrade your shaving game. Not only does it include the no-slip tactical grip and 2 6-blade cartridges, it also has a juicy lube strip to ensure that you get the perfect glide every single shave. And every kit includes a bonus code to unlock in-game Call of Duty Warzone content. What a deal. Not only do Dollar Shave Club blades offer pivot precision, enabling you to maneuver your shave in a smooth and efficient manner, but it also has longer lasting blades, so you don't have to replace your cartridges all the time. So make sure to click the link in the description and get your limited edition Dollar Shave Club and Call of Duty Warzone starter kit to better your shave, as well as get some in-game bonus content. Hey, while you're at it, pick up some Dollar Shave Club butter. Thank you to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
We have 110 kids.
Bro got on the whiteboard 10 Mondays till Christmas.
We have 110 kids here, pre-K through 12th.
Oh my God, their school is pre-K through 12th grade. That's fucking crazy. You stay at the same school from literally 2 years old through high school.
Place unknown by much of the world. School teacher Karen Rothwell teaches her students all of...
Yo, what do you do at like prom? If like say like your prom like your senior class is like 7 people and it's like 3 guys, 4 girls. You're just fucked.
About the world outside of Guthrie, Texas. All eyes, it seems, are on the clock because it's homecoming and the football
It's homecoming.
Game is only...
Who do you bring to homecoming?
...hours away.
Okay, and what's our final?
This is the football game. You think they got a football team? They got to get every guy in the city. Their football team. You ain't got enough people for a football team. You got 150 people K through 12.
Thing we're supposed to do tonight at homecoming?
Win the football game.
Win the football game.
Wow, bro. Yo, they actually have like 1 teacher. Wait, no, that's fucked. Dude, their entire high school, like their high school class is like a fucking elementary school class. Like they don't switch rooms. They just have 1 fucking teacher. That's crazy.
We don't have a gas station. We don't have doctors.
Don't have a gas station. Where do you go? Where do you get gas? What? Why would anybody want to live here?
We don't have a movie theater, we don't have a DVD place, and we don't have restaurants.
Don't have restaurants.
Tonight, it's homecoming. We have a doubleheader. We have a junior high ball.
Yeah, but they still have a fucking, they still have a $500,000 football stadium. They have a better football field. Wow, that's Texas for you. No gas station, no Walmart, no doctor. They still got like a state-of-the-art football stadium. That's fucking nuts.
Game and
this is like a better football field than like most high schools.
And a high school ball game back to back.
That's like 50K, way more than 50K, bro. Football, like not a stadium. Football fields are expensive.
Our football boys are 5-0 right now, and they're ranked
5-0. We got Big Texas on this team. How the fuck are they 5-0? They got 4 people on their team.
Second in the state, and so we've got a good bunch of boys.
Second in the state in Guthrie, Texas. What are they feeding these kids?
No, right now, and they're ranked second in the state, and so we've got a good bunch of boys, and we've got lots of people.
You're kidding. Second in the state in their group, right? It would be like, yeah, 1A. They're second in the state, not overall. They're second in the state in like they're group 1.
I'm to watch them.
Well, it may be 6-man football, but the intensity is just the same. It's
their football team has 6 people. That's a thing. They have 6-man football. How do you even run that? Are they both two-way play? Is everybody a two-way player? You're a 6-man football team. What do you like? The QB's also the kicker, or like, how does that work?
It's always a big night in Guthrie when the Jaguars take the field.
Is there any way to view this place in 2026? Any of y'all got a video of Guthrie, Texas today?
Thing is, the first play of the evening seems to be a handoff of 2 bags of lettuce.
Okay, boys, y'all slice these up and put them in the bags, okay? Dion.
They're cooking? What is happening right now? They have to make food before the game?
It's a big deal. It's the
Why are
only
they cutting lettuce?
place to eat. Keep going all the way. Come on. There you go.
In this town, and the entire county for that matter, the concession stand at the football field is the only dining establishment within 913 square miles. And it's only open during football games.
Put them right here.
Karen Roth.
Yo, bro, so there's people that aren't even coming for the game. They're pulling up for the food. Like, there's 913 square miles. Bro, it's not 913 miles in one direction, chat. It's square miles.
Well, is the class sponsor.
Which is a lot smaller.
The wagon boss, if you will, of the Jaguar Gridiron Grill.
Yo, how do you bring somebody on a date? Like, if you live in this town and you're like, you want to go out on a date, like, do they actually just have to drive 40 miles to the, like, next city or town?
The purpose of the concession stand in Guthrie is the juniors. They have a senior trip, and you raise money for that senior trip your junior year, and that is done primarily through the concession stands.
So all 9 members of the junior class, football stars included, pitch in with Karen, her husband Steve, parents and teachers for a long night of...
Wow, bro, you know these guys are going crazy on... Where do they go, in the Bahamas for their senior trip? Jesus Christ, bro. That should be nuts.
Short order menu items. As quick as the junior high kicks off against the Petersburg Buffaloes, a line forms at the only restaurant around.
Well, let's see what we got here. What y'all get?
I got a cheeseburger.
Yeah, cheeseburger right here.
And this is a frito pie for him.
And
a Dr. Pepper and a water.
Okay.
And it's $9, and you can't beat that with a stick.
Hey, Steve-O, we got a cheeseburger and 2 fries.
All right, so maybe it's not gourmet food, but let me ask you this. Where else could you get
My town is somehow smaller than this. You're fucking lying. Bro, this is the middle of nowhere, bro. This is actually... No, this is like literally the middle of nowhere, bro. What are you talking about? They have no... They don't have a gas station. How do you not have a gas station? In Texas? Where do you fucking drive? How do you gotta drive out of town to go pick up gas? By the time you get back, you're a half tank.
Burger, where the beef comes from a cow from a ranch that's Right over there.
What did that shirt say? One town, one school, one family. Oh, God.
Right over there.
The Gibson Ranch,
They have a 2-pump station now.
Masterson, the Pitchfork, and the Sixes, and they all generously donate beef to us.
The Jaguar Junior High makes it look easy with a 40-0 win. And the
40-0 win. Yo, these kids would get fucked up in any other group, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this kid right now. I'm telling you, this kid would get put in a coma in like a fucking Group 4 game. Like, it would be unreal, dude. Holy shit. This is crazy. 1A football, bro. A 6-man team. I didn't even think that was real.
And the Guthrie varsity athletes take off the apron.
Varsity, bro. Do they even have... You're telling me they have a JV team? They have a JV team.
And are finally ready to take to the field.
So you've been working hard over there in the concession stand already.
Yes, sir.
You're going to go out and play a football game.
What do you think's propping this city up? Farming.
And then you got to go back to work.
You're bullying a 13. I'm not bullying them, bro. Number one, this video is from over a decade ago, right? We're watching history in the making. Number two, I'm talking about how bad their team would do against a non-1A team. The reason I complain about that is because when I did sports in high school and I was at an all-guys school, they doubled our school size against other teams. So we would go against schools that had 4,000 kids, and we would get dogged on because they just had a higher athlete pool.
Work in the concession stand?
Yes, sir.
You're okay with that?
I guess. That's what I got to do.
All right.
Junior Queen nominee, Candace Tarver.
Nobody in the...
Also, am I wrong? This is just like the Packers helmet, no?
Candace Tarver.
Nobody in the junior class gets by without serving in the Gridiron Grill. And that also goes for the only girl in the class, even if it is...
Yo! Bro, I mean, the feuds are probably crazy in this class, bro. There's one girl in the class.
It's her special night on homecoming.
So you had to run out here and do the homecoming thing.
Yes.
And now you got to go work in the concession stand.
Correct, yeah.
In 6-man football, if you get 45 points ahead at halftime, the game's over with. So we've been finished.
Bro, they got a mercy rule, 45-0. What town are they beating? Can we get a documentary? Bro, we're watching Guthrie, Texas right now. What fucking town is losing to them? Can we go see whatever? Can we get a documentary on whatever town is losing? Because what the fuck are they doing over there?
By halftime every game.
Seymour, Texas? Is that a city?
Play after play, the line never lets up at the only restaurant in King County. Outdoor dining, fresh grain-fed beef, served under a full moon in West.
Bro, you know they're getting drunk at this game, bro. Getting drunk and driving home, bro. There ain't nobody on the road in this fucking town.
Texas.
What'd you order?
A Frito pie.
A Frito pie.
Yes, they're awesome.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
From here.
I just had a bowl of chili.
It was good stuff.
It was good stuff. I think it was probably made from 4-6 beef.
You think maybe? Yeah. And it was fresh.
Yeah, and it was good.
Walking around a few hours ago?
Yeah. Probably in the pasture a little bit ago.
This is the best concession stand in all of Texas.
Bite my tongue, bite my tongue.
Well, as time runs out in the first half, officials call the game over at
52-0, bro. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that in any football game at any level.
52-0.
It's over.
52-0, bro. I would actually IRL/FF. I would be like, we're cooked. Why are we even trying?
It's over. We might watch the band march.
70-20 in the NFL, that's better. Losing 70-20 is better than 54-0. You didn't score, and they called the game, right? 54-0, you forfeited, right? 54-0 is so much worse. I would rather, if you lose 72-0 or 72-20, you at least scored. You know, you got a touchdown. You got 2 touchdowns, few field goals.
Their band might actually march. I hope they let their band march. I mean, they brought them this far.
Well, yeah.
Don't let their band march, bro. They got to go sulk in the parking lot.
You know, so.
Gotta let the band march.
They ought to let the band march. I mean, we don't get to see that very often in Guthrie, so, you know, all right.
The band, it's just one kid with a flute.
Give a band. Let that band march.
Let the Guthrie, Texas band play next.
That's exactly right.
What? How do you have 80 people on your fucking band team and you're losing 54-0 to Guthrie, Texas, bro? How are you losing? Why do they have that many people on their band?
Only in places like Guthrie do the athletes, the coaches, and cheerleaders stay put after the game to honor the visiting band, to honor the fans and families on this warm autumn night.
This is a great place. This is a unique place. Not every small school is like Guthrie at all. These kids work really hard. And so when they graduate next May, when we go on that trip.
So I gotta say, the nostalgia for the people that grow up here is probably fucking crazy, you know? Like, I bet there's people that hate it and they, like, want to leave. And obviously, I think that's most people that grow up in this town are probably gonna go live somewhere else. But, like, the nostalgia's nuts. Because this is, like, nowhere else is like this.
It will mean a lot because they're my kids too. I may just teach them, but they're my kids.
Do you think they're crazy racist as well? I don't know. I will say I haven't seen one non-white person, but that doesn't mean that it's racist. Never mind. Never mind.
Karen Rothwell says you don't need white tablecloths or valet parking when you're the only dining establishment in a 913 square mile area, and you're only open a few nights in the fall. There may be a long list of things Guthrie, Texas does not have, but it's what they do have that seems to have built a solid foundation for the young people lucky enough to call this place home. A pure, untarnished belief in family, hard work, and determination, found in an isolated corner of the rolling plains of Texas.
I loved this video.
At the end of the night, when everybody's gone home and it's just my husband and I, we're closing up, it is a sense of relief. It's also a sense of accomplishment in the fact that we fed everybody within 913 square miles, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they probably pull in mad money, though. Like, they, in their single football season, they raise enough money to send everybody on a senior trip. I wonder where they go. Is there any other documentaries? Now we gotta look. Chat, if there's any other shit like that, send that in the video suggestion tab. That was awesome. Why Gen Z culture is basically medieval China.
The other day I was thinking about it and I realized, you know who these dang Gen Zers remind me of? The Song Dynasty from medieval China. Anyone else?
Totally. Oh my god, yeah, I totally agree.
Else been feeling this way lately? No, it's just me? Well, let me explain what I mean. There's all this new data to suggest that younger people these days want to spend their money on experience.
Roughly 60% of millennials and Gen Z would rather spend money on life experiences like traveling and concerts than save for retirement. Are they making a big mistake? I think there needs to be a middle ground. I think that older generations like boomers did nothing fun and just saved money like under their mattress type shit and invested to a point where they retired with money but literally never left their home state. And so they didn't experience anything, right? They died with a nice car and a nice house, but they'd never been to Europe, Canada, South America, Asia, Australia, Africa, anywhere. They had literally only stayed in 4 states and went on vacation to, you know, fucking Myrtle Beach or Florida twice, ever. So I think that's bad, but I think equally, you know, spending all of the money in your savings account on travel is probably also not smart. But I think that I would rather have what millennials and Gen Z are doing than what boomers are doing. The problem is that because of this, all experiences are becoming more expensive. That's why, like, Airbnbs are so lucrative if, like, you provide an experience, right? If your Airbnb is just kind of like a nice house, you're going to get a lot less people that rent it, comparable to if you have an arcade, a bowling alley in the basement, you're fucking 1 mile away destination-wise from a beach and bar scene. It's like, that's what fucking millennials and Gen Z would pay fucking $2,000 a night for. Like, there's actually Airbnbs in places that rent out like 3-4K a day. Like, you know, big fucking 15-person houses just because, like, they provide an experience. Or it's the same thing with, like, millennial burger shops. It's like, I know that's a meme, but that's, like, an actual thing where these, like, big cities in, like, Miami, LA, New York and shit provide an experience for something, and the product they're serving you is on par with places that are 50% less in terms of price, but because you're in an area that's popular and they're providing some sort of experience, you have to pay more.
This is not physical items. I think it reflects this growing hunger for
Coachella, perfect example. Coachella has been ruined, and this is coming from an influencer that went to Coachella. Coachella was ruined by influencers. Coachella is ruined by the fame and popularity of the event, and it's gotten to a point where, like, number one, the city's already super expensive because it's in the middle of the desert, and therefore the actual concert itself is going to be fairly expensive. On top of that, the ticket prices are through the roof, and the actual food prices and what you're paying for experience-wise is so much. Like, to put it in perspective, just going to Iceland, and I went on a trip in Iceland and did everything I could in 7 days there, was like $6,000, $8,000 for 2 people. 2 people to go to Coachella for 3 days on week 1 was like $10,000 in the US. Versus traveling to another country that's in, like, the middle of the Arctic for a week, which is already expensive. It's more expensive to go see fucking, you know, last year, not like Sabrina Carpenter this year, but like last year, go see like Lady Gaga for 1 night. Like, it's more.
Experiences, not physical items. I think it reflects
You're a millionaire. Tim Tam, you spelled millionaire, millionaire, number 1. And number 2, that has no relevancy to what I'm saying. My friends and I constantly send each other money on Cash App for varying things, and I always have an amount of money that's sitting in there that I wish I could spend at a store, but I don't want to have to transfer it out of Cash App into a bank so that I could use it on a card in a place of business. And that is where the Cash App debit card comes into play. The customizable Cash App debit card can be customized to your individual creative needs. If you want it to glow in the dark, you can have it glow in the dark. And it also provides exclusive discounts on things that you're probably getting every day. Coffee, food delivery, video games, and more. And if you're also a fan of concerts, you can get exclusive pre-sale ticket access with the Cash App debit card to some of your favorite artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Drake, and more. There's also no hidden fees or minimum monthly balance requirements. You could also customize the card really easy on your app, ship it right to your door, and get to using it right away. And for a limited time only, new Cash App customers over the age of 18 can earn $10 if they use code CASH10 at profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. And if you're 13 to 17, request a parent or guardian sponsored account, use code CASH10 at profile at sign up, get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate a Cash App card, and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. Terms apply. Thank you to Cash App for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
This growing hunger for third spaces, and if you don't know what third spaces are, let me just quickly break it down for you. Basically, your 2 main spaces are home and work, and historically the third space was somewhere in the middle. Maybe it was the bar, or the guild hall, or the tea house. These have all but gone extinct recently or have become prohibitively expensive, and
Bro, I think we watched a video about like third places just ceasing to exist. Like, nobody, like, hangs out anywhere anymore.
Young people are feeling it. They want the third spaces back. This maybe feels like a very 21st century vibes-based phenomenon, but it's actually extremely Chinese. The Song Dynasty was the first era in history to have
we're literally medieval China. That's so lit.
What we would consider as a lifestyle culture, where the cities were actually designed for pleasure and snacking and nighttime entertainment, just like so many downtown areas are today.
You're Gen Z too, dickhead.
There was this 12th century writer named Meng Yuanlao who wrote this fascinating memoir called The Record of a Dream of Splendor at the Eastern Capital. It's one of these shocking works from the Middle Ages that I love reading because it seems like it was written by someone recently instead of someone 1,000 years ago. He writes this whole nostalgic
You're the oldest Gen Z. No, I'm not. I'm 2002. The oldest Gen Z is like 1996. Zeusy's Koshard, Chris is Gen Z, and he's almost 30. I'm 24.
Reminiscence of the song Capital City, Kaifeng, and talks all about the 24-hour tea houses and the professional performers and storytellers and the specific...
Yo, lock in, chat. I'm learning about medieval China, and you're yapping about how you think I'm an unk. Fuck.
Whole nostalgic reminiscence of the song Capital City, Kaifeng, and talks all about the
They respect your elders in medieval China. What's going on here?
24-hour tea houses and the professional performers and storytellers and the specific vibes of the different districts. There's this one section where he talks about restaurant culture. I'll just quote the full thing here and you tell me if this sounds familiar. When the guests arrive, a single person holding chopsticks and a menu questions all of the seated guests. The men of the capital are extravagant and they demand 100 different things. Some hot, some cold, some warm, some regular, some extremely cold, and things like noodles laced with lean and fatty meat. Everyone orders something different. The waiter takes the orders and draws near a counter where he stands in line and recites the orders off from the start. I don't know, this to me...
Yeah, this sounds like you're getting like hibachi today at like a new age like twist, or I'm at like a Korean fusion restaurant.
Literally sounds like a night out in 2026. I'm positive this isn't what you would picture in your head when you hear the word medieval. Also, just to give you a historical timeline here, this is basically China on the eve of the eventual Mongol invasion, and it's a time...
Oh, totally, yeah, the Song dynasty following up after the Tang dynasty and right before the Yuan dynasty. Yep, know this one.
Mongol invasion, and it's a time and a place where consumerism is starting to flourish and it's becoming a core identity for younger people. Bringing it back to Gen Z, I've noticed that there's this big obsession with what I would...
But there's like, I love the idea of Gen Z and millennials getting back into like the third place mentality and living for experiences. But there's people that take it too far and they become like Ryan from The Office, where they're performative rather than actually wanting to experience that. Like there's a wide range of people that are in our generation that do things because they think it's what they should be doing rather than actually what they want to do. Like people that, okay, it's gonna upset some people. If you're somebody that drinks matcha every day, there's people that actually enjoy that, and then there's people that actually just drink matcha because they think that it's cool to drink matcha. Like, it's like a performative males. Specifically
called curated living. I don't know, maybe I'm not describing it accurately, but it is super vibes based, like life is one big Pinterest board. Think of terms like cozy game.
Do people that are obsessed with Dubai chocolate and think that there are things that are flavored Dubai. Dubai is a place, not a flavor.
Games or the aesthetics of going on a walk around the city with an iced matcha. It's this sort of return to the Song dynasty scholar, gentleman, urban ideal.
My Dubai water.
Your status isn't just about money, although that'll obviously always be important. It's about your taste. Back then, it was about your taste in tea and incense and interior design. Now it's more so about your taste in underground music and niche TikTokers.
Wow. Yo, that's facts. To a degree, because being mainstream is like so lame. Yeah, like that's why, bro, there's people that don't watch me anymore because I'm too mainstream now. I'm so serious. There are people that liked when I was smaller, and that because I've gotten bigger, they think it's lame to watch me now. Like, that's a thing. It's the same thing with music. Like, yo, if somebody goes, my favorite artists are, and then they rattle off the most, like, they go, The Weeknd, Post Malone, Drake, and fucking, I don't know, who's like a Blake Shelton. You're gonna go, ugh, really? That's your top 5? Like, it's fine to have a main, I feel like the way that people perceive it, it's like, top 5, you should have like 2 mainstream people and then like 3 people that you just like. Other than being like, yo, Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, Lady Gaga, LMFAO, and fucking Kendrick Lamar. I'd be like, ugh. Whoa. Taylor Swift? Well, Taylor Swift is just like extremely mainstream. Yo, on the topic of niche TikTokers, where you said who your personality is based off that, chat, what y'all know about Gary? What y'all know about Gary from Food Giant? I watch this guy every day.
Food Giant in Hueytown, specials up, prices down.
Woo-hoo. Here's Barry!
Here's Barry!
Good morning, TikTok.
Food giant in Hueytown, specials up, prices down. Oop, 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 honey. And I know what he's going to say. He goes, good morning, food giant shoppers. Good morning to America and good morning to the world. And he films these at like 4 a.m. They get like 200 likes. I watch them every day. If this is a food giant in Alabama.
Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, America, and good morning to the world. All right, y'all. Y'all listen up real quick for me, please. We've got a limited promo on the merch site starting now through Saturday. When you order 2 hoodies.
See, I'm not caring about the merch, Gary. Yo, he acting like he's playing that shit. Look at him. Hit that spin on it. 2, 3. Yup. There we go. There's Barry.
Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, America. And good morning.
Wait, where? Are you doing a fundraiser? He does an intro for
Good
all
morning,
his videos.
food giant
Oh, here it
shoppers.
is.
Good morning, America. And good morning to the
Oh,
world.
we got a deal on that Brian thick cut bacon. What we got here, Gary?
This morning on our Hot Buy ad sale, we have the Brian's Bacon for only $2.99 for a 12-ounce package. That's a savings of $3 a package. And then I got to thinking, go buy you a loaf of bread, get you a head of lettuce, which we have on sale for $1.49 a head. We have these beautiful tomatoes.
Yes, big mater.
Only $1.89 a pound. You could have several sandwiches for less than $10. So get on out to Food Giant today where you can make you a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. As always, have a wonderful day, and most importantly, God bless.
Oh my God, I love him. He makes me so happy, bro. And it's always like, dude, you wake up. He's like Good Mythical Morning, bro. You pop up on TikTok. Yo, if you start liking his videos, he'll show up on your For You page at like 8 a.m. And he'll have posted that shit at 4. He's like up bright and early just filming videos in a fucking Food Giant. Anyways, that's my niche TikToker.
Youth don't want to be told what's cool anymore by commercials and MTV with big corporations calling the shots. They want to create their own experiences. They want to get medieval Chinese again. Also, semi-relatedly, there's been a big surge in traditional Chinese medicine trends among Westerners on TikTok recently. You see it everywhere. A number of Chinese American influencers have been sort of introducing these ancient concepts like Qigong.
Yeah, they're Chinese maxing. That's a big thing for 2026. It's on a lot of people's vision boards.
Chinese American influencers have been sort of introducing these ancient concepts like Qigong practice or drinking hot water instead of cold.
It's on Koshards. Chinese maxing.
Cold water, and the internet has been going crazy for it. So maybe medieval China is making a comeback.
Yo, Ludwig. Yeah, literally Ludwig. What is Ludwig doing? What is Ludwig doing in the last month? Chinese maxing.
Back in more ways than one. We won't just focus on the Song Dynasty here. There's more to China in the Middle Ages than just that one period.
On stream the other day, he was learning Mandarin.
But I do have a few more song boxes I want to check before we continue. Before we do that, just a quick plug. If you like
smoking cigarettes on a corner,
like my content, which of course you do, you should definitely join
getting specific. Well, okay, well, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes.
Patreon.
There's one TikToker I watched that's what he's been doing this year.
Link in the description. You'll get access to the...
Oh my God, what is that guy's name? He has a rat tail. He posts like once every 6 months. And he goes, love, love. Somebody knows. Somebody knows in chat. What's his name? What's his name? Somebody tell me. Chat is super good at this. We have enough people that somebody gets it. He goes, love, not Dr. Poop. What is Dr. Poop, bro? That's too niche. It's not too niche. You know him. If I pulled up a video of him, he has tattoos everywhere. He lives in New York. He's a New York guy. He's Italian. And he smokes cigarettes. Not Mamdani. No. Or Jay Schlatt. Bro, he's a TikToker. And he's Italian. Italian TikToker Chinese maxing. It would come up. Trust me. No, it's not showing up. There's a video, though, why everybody online's becoming Chinese. Bro, what is his name, bruh? This is going to bother me. It's not Leo Skeppy. Or Cumtism, bro. Cumtism is not an Italian New Yorker. Kevin G. Chat, you guys are just saying names now. I know somebody probably typed it too, and it's just getting crowded by Will Mahoney. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Real Alyssa. Goat. Hold up. I got to find his mood board.
Guys, what is up? My name is Will Mahoney, and it is 2026. Your 2025 might have been a trash pile of shit and sucked, but this year's going to be legendary. Check this out. We got the vision board going. Cortisol levels, number one priority, cortisol levels at an all-time low. That's the stress hormone. What does that mean? That means if somebody is trying to cause you stress or situation, simply exit the situation. For example, homeless person on the street. No. Excuse me. You're spiking my cortisols and I'm gonna leave. Bye. Yeah, thank you, love you, bye. We got beautiful women at baseball games and sporting events in general. Poor person is breaking into a car right now that's spiking my cortisol. Please silence on set. Okay, good job. Beautiful woman at baseball games. She's wearing an LA Dodgers cap. Personally, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'll make a joke. Low cortisol joke. Oh, come on, babe, put on a Yankees hat for me. And she'll say, maybe tonight I will. Woo! We're not nonchalant. What does that mean? We're extremely chalant. What does that mean? We're excited about things and we're open about our excitement. Being nonchalant would be this. Yeah, no, I'm actually on the list for this. Yo, no one gives a fuck, bro. You're almost 30, okay? We're going to be chalant and we're going to be excited about things. Chinese maxing. We're Chinese maxing all year. What does that mean? Sitting in the circle.
Chinese maxing.
With your homies, smoking cigarettes and just talking about bullshit. Who cares? We're just talking, enjoying our friends' company. Cigarettes with weird fucking words we don't understand, okay? Very important one here. We're extremely generous this year. No stinginess. Stinginess is a high cortisol activity. What resources do I have and how can I keep them forever and ever? Low cortisol activity. You know what you're working on? You deserve it. Fuck it. Here's 20 bucks. Fuck it. 20% tip, try 40, okay? Take any of these three images together, you get a vibe. Ready? I'm closing a deal while I'm smoking a cigarette, then I'm going on a date with my hot black girlfriend. Or I'm drinking Guinnesses with my Chinese friends, sitting around doing nothing, and I'm gonna tip the waiter generously. Okay, this is basically, come on, I'm trying to build a vision here. Do you get it? We're counting foreign currencies, but not just foreign currencies, one that we don't really know the exchange rate of because we just got there a couple days ago. You go, wait, how much USD is it? Once you know the USD transfer rate, that means you've been in the place too long, okay? Let's break it down. This is what we're going for. Luxury, optimism, vibes, and energy. Short for love. Anyway, guys, have a beautiful year. It's going to be legendary, epic, awesome, sexual, and handsome.
Yo, bro, his videos, whenever they show up, I'm like, this is the funniest thing ever.
Maybe you've heard of the modern phenomenon of looks maxing, or maybe you aren't chronically online and have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, looks maxing is
bone smashing.
The new version of the age-old concept of getting hot, although it goes way beyond diet and exercise and a little Botox. Young people, I would say especially young men, are exploring all of these scientific avenues to try and improve their looks. The most medieval-seeming looks maxing method is called bone smashing, and it's been promoted over and over again by probably the most famous—
Don't tell me they were bone smashing in medieval China. Is clavicular like a reincarnation of a high-status medieval Chinese man?
Looks maxer, a 19-year-old streamer named Clavicular. Looks maxer, bone smashing, clavicular. I understand this all might sound ridiculous to you, but stick with me because it's interesting. Also, don't you want to understand the youth? Anyway, the way Clavicular describes it, bone smashing is when you take a tiny hammer and tap hard along your cheekbones and your jawbone. It causes a temporary swelling that lasts for a few hours and makes those bones look more defined. So it's something you might do just before a night out so you can look more masculine to any ladies you meet. Maybe at this point this isn't a crazy revelation, but
it's not even permanent?
Turns out young guys in medieval China had the same insecurities that modern men do, and they even went about similar—
A lot of sub threes in medieval China, you're telling me, that needed a bone smash to looks max.
Methods of soothing their anxieties.
Okay.
During the Song Dynasty period, there was this really interesting tension between the Wen class, who were the more literary, refined scholars, and
sub 5 talking? Shut up.
Wu class.
I got rated mid-tier normie.
Who were the more martial and physical—
I'm a 5.
warrior caste. Depending on which group you belong to, you'd basically looks max to make sure your outward appearance matched what you represented. So that meant young men who were part of the scholarly class went to these extreme lengths to—
Dude, Joe with Greek curls, dude. Oh my god, he could be like high-tier normie.
Achieve this sort of refined—
What is he gonna go back to that?
Pale physical aesthetic with slender features to essentially highlight the fact that they never had—
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I messaged Jinxie the other day. Oh my god. I messaged Jinxie the other day. Jinxie, when he was in the UK, bro, he looked— oh my god. Yo, hot. I'll say he was mogging when he had that quarter zip on. Bro, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you're chronically online, hold up. I gotta pull up the video, bro. Jinxie mogging. It shows up immediately. Tell me Jinxie is not mogging right now. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What am I talking about, bro? He has like a perfect head shape. Like, my head is so much more bulbous. Dude, imagine if Jinxie gained like 30 pounds in muscle. Wow. GQ model, literally. Huh.
Had to work with their hands. They'd even use specific diets and cosmetic aspects of traditional
Search Digimog. I'm not searching Digimog.
Chinese medicine to maintain.
I'm gonna search Digimog. Hold up. Digimog.
What's up, guys?
This is a YouTube video of him watching Digimog TikToks. Wow.
In this look that would instantly signal to every
Joe Simping, I messaged Jinxie that at like dude, it had to be like 3 in the morning. I saw the TikTok. Where is it? I said, bro, you're mogging, you look great. Oh, that's so cringe.
One that they were part of the intelligentsia. Those in the military class, basically who we would consider to be the modern day Chads, focused primarily on bone strength. I don't know, maybe that sounds familiar to you. It wasn't just about muscle, although of course they made sure they were in great shape. It was about the chi energy within and physical density. You wanted to look like a brick wall. That was
now pin the schedule.
Kind of the physique they were shooting for. It's important to note, of course, that they weren't hitting themselves in the face with hammers like modern looks maxers. Their routine usually included things like hitting sandbags or poles to increase their bone density. There was a
hitting sandbags or poles with their body, like kicking a metal pole or something?
20th century French scholar named Jacques Journet who specialized in Chinese history, and he talked a lot about
negative cancel tilt.
How these
I'm kidding.
Aspects of appearance became kind of a coded language of your class. In the incredibly hierarchical society of medieval China, if you didn't have the specific look, you were culturally invisible. It seems like a lot of young men, and young women too, feel this way today. If you just look up the term looks maxing on YouTube or TikTok, the insecurity is overwhelming, but it's understandable. We were all vulnerable teenagers once too. But you see these guys giving each other ratings on a scale of 1 to 10, and recommending which specific steroids or looks maxing techniques to try so they
I saw a post on Twitter the other day of somebody talking about the peptides and substances they're taking to gain ELO in CSGO. And they said that they were like 6K ELO and they started taking like a slew of drugs and reached 10K. And I was like, wow, this has to be a joke because 10K is not that good. And I'm not rated in CS yet. I still have to play my ranks, but I'm like, I'm not taking drugs to hit 10K. And then in the thread, it was people genuinely having serious conversations about like what hardcore drugs they were taking to